Hey guys,
you don't
welcome
have
to
to-
the Tunic Let's Play, as
Hey,
well
guys.
as in addition to Killer Instinct
Hey
and
guys, welcome
AI
to Solo Let's
Somnia
Play.
Files.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a game.
Yeah, welcome.
I'm surprised you didn't have the little vocal
Yeah,
thingies for us. The React images for us.
9.
Well,
Uh-huh.
I got the Discord thing in the top left.
Good
That'll
enough.
do.
That'll do.
That'll do.
But
I
hey,
mean, I think I already have one set up for. I already had one for Mega when we were doing the.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun stream.
I honestly thought we were gonna say Phasmophobia. It's like, man, that's the next collab we're doing.
We do
Hey,
that
guys.
every Halloween, I guess.
Every
Hey, guys.
Halloween.
If we're gonna make Soliasora play Forewarned,
No, that's worse. That's worse than Phasmo.
Lozzu, have you played Forewarned?
What is that?
You haven't.
Think of
Both of you.
Phasmo, but Egyptian.
Egyptian
Oh.
and scarier.
And,
Oh,
yeah,
so
and
you
scarier.
Moto.
Well, I don't know if I want to say scarier.
Oh, I get to
but-
play card games on motorcycles.
Yo, car games on motorcycles.
Yo.
Let's play that.
They actually added an update in Forewarned where you can actually banish the ghost and get more money.
I mean, I'm just gonna be staying in the truck. That's gonna be my strat, like usual.
There is no truck this time, 9.
Well, the van,
Ha-ha.
tent,
Joke's on you. Oh.
outside the tomb. I ain't stepping in
Oh.
there.
Oh.
Anyways. 24th October, 9:11 a.m. The Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber.
What did you just call me?
So who's taking who?
Lozzu.
I mean, like, I'll take whoever isn't covered. So I guess hairbrain. Am I hairbrain?
Pretty
Who's
much
Calburn?
a lot of people are
Okay.
not covered because UA's
Okay,
gone.
cool. Alright,
Yeah,
cool.
9.
Good morning to you, Mr. Naruhodo.
Good morning, Professor. Ready for today's proceedings?
No.
Hope so. I should be. Even I, with nothing left to.
Good morning, my dear fellows.
Oh yeah, Mega's dream!
Finally, it's me, the one and only Sherlock Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, you're here, and your voice is
Yes.
a little different.
I have a cold. Don't worry, me boy.
Okay.
Why, naturally, a true gentleman stands shoulder to shoulder with his friends at battle at all times.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll see you later then.
Yes. Yes.
Anyways, now, Professor, we
Yes.
really need you to remain calm in courtroom today. Like, really calm. Like, don't do what you did yesterday when you were like, oh, actually, I totally did that. Shush.
Yes.
I have a hankering for committing a crime or
No,
admitting to it.
Yes.
don't do it. Please. I beg you. Don't make my job
My
harder.
kink.
Look, put the knife down.
You're not
Put it
going to
to-
kink shame me. It's the 20th century after all.
No, it isn't.
Yes,
Oh, it's almost.
Almost.
do try your hardest not to enter the witness stand uninvited again, please.
Yes, I will. I realize it was a mistake, but I.
My dear fellows, I must interject.
What now, Mr.
You know, this is
Holmes?
good. This is a good moment for Mega
I
to
once
be
caught a
playing.
fish this big.
Oh, wow. Like a red snap?
Yeah.
Or like
It was a red herring.
Wow, that's
You know what?
you're still
He would say that.
you're still here, Mr. Holmes.
Uh-huh.
What's the matter? Other than the red herring you're holding.
Surely
tightly?
you've overlooked some praise, have you not? To be cast in my direction.
Sorry? I don't follow.
Must I spell it out? I, the great Sherlock Holmes, the greatest detective of worldwide acclamation, arose at some ungodly hour to be here now. First thing in the morning, a miracle, you must agree.
That is true, you know? That's a miracle for me, too.
I'm a night owl, as you know.
Well, if I must agree, then...
As you know, my sleep is quite impregnable. Iris had to employ her full gamut of tactics. She pulled the covers off, shook me, poked both cheeks, punched me, kicked me, absolutely destroyed me, set me on fire, all the things. And I couldn't get out of bed. I don't know why.
Mr. Holmes, are you
She
sure
set
you're...
my hair on fire, too. In fact, I think that's why my voice sounds funny. I think she might have poked my throat a little too hard.
You went from, like, Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes, Robert Downey Jr. like Tropic Thunder. So...
Right.
I'm a dude disguised as a dude disguised as another dude.
I'm a disguise as a dude.
I'm disguised as another dude pretending to be another dude.
Who pretends to be a female and this other dude.
Whoa. And he pretends to be this great detective.
Crazy.
It's crazy talk. Then she poured a... Sorry, I was not expecting that. All right. Then she poured a boiling cup of her latest experimental blend on my face, and at last I was bestirred.
Ooh.
Oh my. Iris has been busy. Iris doesn't have it in her to go that far. She's too nice, like...
And then she got a gun.
Wow. I sense the spirit of a fellow scientist, one who relishes the infinite possibilities of blending tea.
I'm the one worthy of praise here, not Iris. This is my victory.
Why would it be your victory? What?
Because I woke up.
Yeah, I mean...
Because I woke up.
Isn't that what
I don't-
Iris was trying to do? Wake you up? So you
I
can make my
would
trial
rather-
for once?
I'd rather be asleep forever, Mr. Naruhodo.
So you'd rather be asleep than support me, your friend? Honestly, I don't even know if you even think of me as a friend anymore, considering the past few days.
I like to view you as an unfortunate couch buddy.
Unfortunate.
I've seen art where it goes further.
Unfortunate.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know what? Okay.
You pay rent for the couch.
No,
Couch rent.
you told me. That is not what
Couch
the deal...
rent.
You told...
Couch rent.
You told me.
Sorry to cut in. Sorry to cut in. Oh.
Oh, Inspector Gregson. Good morning.
Good. That was a good one. Gregson, my dear fellow, why the grim expression at this delightfully early hour?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been confronted with a grimmer expression, eh?
Dear me. Are you going to take that insult lying down, Professor?
No.
Oh, present for you guys. Poor Professor.
You fixed it, Nine!
I fixed it!
You fixed it!
It's like my Fight Club personality. Anyway, here's the paperwork you asked for.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Don't talk about
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Don't talk about
Anyways, what paperwork?
Paperwork.
Paperwork.
I took the liberty of requesting it yesterday. I have a feeling it may prove useful.
You wouldn't believe the hoops I had to jump through to get this brought out of the archives.
Well, that's what they make lines do all the
Professor's
time.
autopsy report.
Ah, we need that. That mass murderers. Who killed 5 members of the
Aristocracy, my dear.
aristocracy?
Also, the professor's fine. He's right here. He's right here. He's a bit of a hairbrain, but he's right here.
He was found guilty in a closed trial 10 years ago now. It was all done under wraps.
Oh, okay.
And he was quickly executed soon after the trial. It's all in here.
Yeah, Sherlock, it's the murder professor, not that
the
professor.
murder professor. Oh, the professor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The professor.
The killer's autopsy report has been entered into the court record.
Wait, then who's this guy?
Hey, Professor Harebrain.
Why is he pretending to be a mass murderer?
He's not the murderer, Sherlock.
He's got the title professor!
Oh, a lot of scientists have the title professor, but this is the professor of the mass murder.
It's so strange that they would call themselves after a murderer. Murder.
Anyways, I don't know what to say, mainly to you, but thank you, Inspector.
Yes, much obliged, Gregson.
Us lovely lot at the yard are just doing what we can. In the shadow of the great Detective Holmes, of course.
Well then, Professor Harebrain, not the murderer, by the way. This is it. Today we're going to lay all this to rest at last.
I wish you the best of luck, Professor.
I suppose he'll be in here today, will he? Drebber?
Yes. We expect the prosecution to summon him as a witness.
I'm still amazed that you managed to find him in just one day. They owe you both so much.
Power of a
You know,
dog.
Professor Herobrine, you could really fit a weapon in that hair.
Oh, I guess are we both the bailiffs?
Counsel in the
No,
defendant!
the defendant!
Ah!
The trial is about to resume.
Can't they make your ways in courtroom at once?
At once.
I don't know why there's two of us.
What do you mean? There's two bailiffs. One
There's
bailiff,
two.
one bailiff.
We're two of the same being. We're Siamese twins.
We were born out the womb
We're
together.
brothers in the womb.
Brother?
Brother.
This is it then. The final chapter. Funny. My heart's racing a little. I've not felt this before, actually. This strange foreboding.
Her heart is racing.
As if something's going to happen in this trial that I'm not ready for.
If your heart is racing, that means you're a racist.
Voice, I'm not sure that's what it means. But I can't let that distract me from the only thing that really matters. Finding the truth. Not the fact of...
Sexy, then you're a sexist.
Whoa.
It's truth.
Let's not get political here.
That's etymology, or is it entomology? I don't know. Which one of is bug?
Ents is the trees in Lord of the Rings.
Oh right, okay.
24th October, 9:30 a.m. The Old Bailey Courtroom.
Old
right.
people.
Who's doing Van Zeeks?
I can
well,
do Van Zeeks. Lozzu, do you want to do Van Zeeks?
It's up. Can you? What is your vibe?
I can do Van Zeeks. I can do the exact voice UA does.
Okay, you know what? I will trust him. You know, he has confidence.
All right,
I
so
have confidence.
I'll be the judge.
Be the judge.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again. We resume the public hearing of Albert Harebrain, here present, who stands accused of murder.
Herobrine.
And the counsels for the prosecution and defense ready to proceed.
No. The prosecution is ready, my lord. What's so funny?
Van Zeeks, your voice is a little different too.
I can be the silent assistant. How about that?
The silent assistant.
See,
Did we
I'm
find
already
out
doing
who he
my lines
was?
perfectly.
Yeah,
Did we find out who he was?
I'm 90% sure it is someone by the name of Kazuma.
Wait, how much?
90.
Your
The other 10% is like, it's the other 10%, it might be Phoenix Wright. That's
Yeah, it's true. That's the
that's
10%.
Yes, it's Phoenix Wright, Ace Blaterney.
The attorney who doesn't even exist yet.
Because Phoenix, he has a chin. This guy has a chin.
It's
Wait, does that
true,
mean
yeah.
Some similarities.
Wait, if he's Phoenix Wright, do I have to voice him? Oh no.
I don't know.
No. No.
The defense is ready, my lord. Even though I'm kind of weirded out by Van Zeke's different voice.
You're always talking about my voice. Why don't you talk about a proper defense?
Okay. As promised, Lord Van Zeeks has his apprentice with him. His apprentice with memory loss.
Oh yeah, memory loss. And I have my Susaru here with memory loss.
By may, Lord Van Six.
Yes, my lord.
There appears to be someone standing at your side.
Ah, yes. My apprentice and assistant. I feel like I'm slowly going into my Leshy voice.
Yes, like first you went to Solid Snake, and then it's slowly going to Leshy.
The prosecution believes today's proceedings will see the complexity of this case rise considerably. A toast.
Oh!
Thank you. I therefore instructed my assistant to attend to ensure the smooth running of this trial.
No, you just wanted someone to open your bottle without cracking it. That's all. You could have gotten someone else in the back to do that.
Van Zeeks, I could probably open it for you too.
He's just like too
No.
afraid to admit that he can't open it.
No. Keep your hands off my wine.
And the smooth running of liquid refreshments, by the look of it.
The way he holds himself. The way he moves. It couldn't be anyone else.
But he's
It's
still
Obama.
suffering from amnesia. So there's really nothing we could do at the moment.
Except beat him across the head.
I know, but... Oh, this is so very hard.
Uh-huh.
Just auto get it together.
It would appear the prosecution has done a fine job in responding to the demands of the court made yesterday.
Yay.
I understand you have been successfully secured the engineer who disappeared from the scene on the day in question.
Yes, my lord. I intend to call him as a witness shortly.
You should get one of those 3D audio mics that the ones with the two ears that you can do ASMR to.
Oh, God.
You can hear you in one ear
Binaural.
or in the other.
Binaural.
Yeah.
Welcome to my ASMR trial.
Very good, very good. Now then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Alright, the jury. Who have been chosen at random to represent the will of the people in this courtroom today. Oh my god. Who said a slur? Oh, who was that? Who said that? Hey, no cursing in my trial. That's it. Bailiff? Yes? Oh god, there's so many of you now. Oh god. I swear, it's like mitosis out here.
I swear, we've hired too many people for this job.
These are one-cell organisms, and they're known as bailiffs.
Single-cell organism known as bailiff.
Just call the one word of bailiff, and there's 15, but then there's also 30 on standby.
You call bailiff, and one of the thumbs from Spy Kids shows up.
Are you ready and willing to proceed?
No. Whoa, who's this guy?
Oh god, we have so many.
Wait, Nine, was I here last time? What happened last time? I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff.
I'm pretty sure you were.
I don't remember anything.
Okay, how about you take evens and I take odds?
I mean, there are 3. There's 6 in total, so we can each take 2.
Cool.
Okay, how about I'll take 1 and 2. Solio
1
will
and
take
2?
3 and 4, and then Mega will 5
Have the
and
last
6,
2?
without any. Yeah.
If
Without any
if
information
the
told.
old man is there, I'll take him.
Okay,
I know what I'm talking
we'll
about.
deliberate afterwards.
Deliberate.
Yes, my lord. I'm sure we're all to understand the importance of doing our civil duty.
I'm Abraham Lincoln. Well,
Do so to despise deception and deceit. I find it so wearing.
Why is he got Batman cards?
He's a magician.
He's a magician.
To take a man's life with a conjuring trick, it is against the magician's code, not to mention the law.
The law.
Anything scientists should feel the wrath of God, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, come on, Mega. Take a stir. Take a stir. I picked this out perfect.
Yeah, but I have to listen to what's said on the side's defense. Settle one-on-one. That's it, isn't it?
Wasn't like these in my day. Wasn't like these at all.
He does not look like he has a 0.5% alcohol level, okay?
So, I mean, if you guys want to switch, I mean, I'll take 2 and 5 for no reason.
No.
2 and 5.
I mean,
Alright.
unless you guys want to keep it like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I will
5,
say,
6.
Corn Lady is going to destroy my vocal cords at some point.
Okay.
All right, I'll take 5 then.
Do you want to take the old people, Mega, and I can take the middle-aged men?
Sure, I'll take the old people.
We'll just base this on like hue, like saturation level of hair.
Based on the lack
Of all
of hair.
Yeah. If all parties are ready to proceed, you may begin, Lord Van Zeeks.
Of course, as soon as I try to respond to a message. Before I do, my lord, there's a report I must read to the court. Give it to me. Yesterday, at the Great Exhibition Grounds, the evidence of primary importance in this case. The super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine, which was installed on the experimentation stage, was deliberately destroyed in an explosion affected by an unknown person or persons.
'Twas what?
Oh, wait, is this me too?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
This is an outrage.
Hmm. Yes, I heard this grave news yesterday. Scotland Yard submitted a report to my office in the evening. I read that the machine was blasted to smithers, and the wreckage reduced to ashes in the flames.
I have here a photographic print of the scene. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm taken in the wake of the explosion. I'm just tempted to go full Leshy. I don't. I feel like that's just Van Zeeks right now. He's just been replaced by Leshy.
You know what? Go for it, Mega. Go for it.
I'll do it when the time is right.
God.
I will do it when you least expect it. It shows what little remains of the machine.
Yes, a terrible business.
A terrible business breaking machines.
He did it to destroy the evidence, did he?
That Enoch
Enoch.
Drebber. Here we go. Time.
Like
Enoch.
the off character.
I don't know. What?
Got it.
You know, off.
Court will
the
take
game.
this print as evidence, Counselor.
I like
Ryan knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
The post-explosion
Oh,
photograph has been entered into the court record.
Forgot what off was for a second, I'm sorry.
Completely leveled by time bomb. Wait, when did that happen? I thought Sherlock defused it.
No, this is the other bomb.
Yeah, the other bomb.
What other bomb? Oh.
In Drebber's exact words, yes, you defused that bomb,
Oh.
Yeah,
not the other one.
that's why we didn't die, but that machine did. But it's fine, because machines don't count as people.
Machines aren't people.
Yes.
People aren't people. Late yesterday afternoon, the protection afforded to the machine by the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act was revoked.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
However, before a thorough investigation could begin, the invention was obliterated from existence. As such, this will become a very different trial. I point at you.
You really have not investigated a single bit of it?
Don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut. As it stands now, with no evidence on which to draw meaningful conclusions, the authenticity of the kinesis machine will remain forever in obscurity.
Oh, I didn't realize there was so much reverb in this fucking place. Oh,
Susato, I'm scared.
ah. Clucking. Indeed. A most unfortunate state of affairs.
However, one thing remains clear. The victim's death was the result of the actions of the accused. Of that, we can be certain. For it was the accused himself who was operating the machine, and who ultimately caused its loss of control.
Objection!
No.
As Lord Van Zeeks rightfully says, this is a very different trial now.
Yeah.
The accused accepts responsibility for his part in the events that transpired. He acknowledges that Mr. Asman died as a result of the accident caused by his machine's malfunction.
Well, great. I guess trial's closed.
However, unbeknownst to the professor, he was being deliberately deceived by a pair of very clever fraudsters.
Names, counsel, if you please.
Where's the deets?
John Cena and Dwayne Johnson.
Wait,
I
John
mean-
Cena? I
sorry.
don't see him.
The engineer, Mr. Enoch Drebber, and the victim himself, Mr. Adi Asman.
A rock had to commit a crime. Guilty.
The Rock can't commit crimes.
Plus, you
He's
can't even
a
see this
professional.
person who you accused. You can't see him. His time is now.
Who is John Cena? I can't see him. Da 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 da.
So what exactly were these two men up to behind the defendant's back? The defense
that
intends
reverb
to
just sounds like-
expose
Okay,
that
you-
information, thus establishing the unequivocal innocence of the defendant.
Close enough.
Like, it just sounded like Van Zeek was on the toilet, just like talking to himself in a little bathroom. That kind of reverb.
Da 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 da.
Thank you, cousins. The positions of the prosecution and defense have been clearly stated. I will forget in 2 minutes. I need this written down.
Van Zeeks is just doing this remotely.
He's on a
like
Zoom call.
He's in a Zoom call being a lawyer.
And
Yeah.
his
Van
assistant's
Zeek,
the
you
one
can't
that's just,
trick on the job.
and the assistant's just actually physically there though, so he's like controlling the computer. Like
It's like
wheeling it.
that. It's like that time like an attorney got accidentally changed into a cat during a Zoom call during that trial.
Oh, I'm not a cat. I'm not a cat.
It's like, yeah, we can see it. We can tell.
That's what he sound like.
Lord Van Zeek, summon your first witness, please.
At once, my lord. You, Naruhodo, please come to the stand.
Wait, what? I'm okay, but I don't know what else I could give.
I'm
really?
just joking.
Oh,
Jeez, settle down. It's like you never heard a joke before, Mr. Naruhodo.
That's new coming from you, but okay.
In Nipponese, don't get jokes, do you?
All right, there
Racism.
we go.
The prosecution calls the engineer, Mr. Enoch Drebber, to the stand.
Finally, we're almost as racist as
The
a regular
manager.
Sicilian.
Finally. State your name and occupation for the court.
I guess I can be Enoch.
Go for it.
Name, Enoch Drebber. Occupation.
Become French.
Hard to pin down, I would say. See that?
Yeah, boy.
Yes, why do I feel so I've seen it before?
I've seen it before.
Oh, you knew.
Where's the bathroom? What is this, Joey? Your file indicates that you're currently being investigated in connection with another case. The theft of a waxwork model, is it? A most extraordinary sounding business. What are you planning to eat all that? You have to share. But that has no bearing on this trial, I assure you. Cleave it from your mind.
You have to eat
forgot
the
his-
wax. I put the wax in my ears where you'll never find it. I mean, you're familiar with the public experiment carried out at the Great Exhibition some days ago. The accused super high voltage instantaneous kinesis demonstration.
Yes, you could say that. I'm well aware of it. There was a terrible accident, wasn't there?
Much like your mother.
What?
What?
It was
That doesn't
you,
even
Mr.
insult me.
Drebber, who constructed the vast machine used in the experiment.
Susato, is it just me, or is Vanzix extremely different than usual?
The only accident I see here is your clothing.
Don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut.
I think that's just you, Miss Naruhodo. I think Vanzix is just fine the way he is.
At
Alright.
least I paid for my hair, you Tarzan-looking person.
Tarzan was a great story. I don't know what you're talking about. It's my favorite Disney movie.
Well, you don't even look like you can afford a haircut.
And you don't look like you can afford to be in court right now. Shut your face.
You're right, I'm better than this. What are you, stooping low to this profession?
Well, the way I see it, you're the one stooping this low.
You look like you get your clothes at Hobby Lobby.
You look like you get them at Ross Dress for Less.
You look like you get them at the Red Lobster. You pick them up. You pick them from the table.
You look like you get your clothes from Red Lobster. And you look like your clothes were cease and desisted by Nintendo.
Or you look like you serve food at the Denny's.
You look like Denny. Or so our investigations indicate. Can you confirm your involvement with Denny's?
Susato, I'm scared.
Don't worry, Miss Naruhodo. Maybe if you just don't say anything, they won't look our way.
They've been replaced by alternates.
Yes, I constructed it, in precise accordance with the blueprints, but that's all.
Then the court would be very interested to hear your thoughts about the machine, I'm sure.
I don't wanna.
Well, case closed.
An amazing device, if you ask me. The pinnacle of modern science, making instantaneous kinesis a reality at last.
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Good gracious! Do you mean to say
No.
that the experiment was bona fide? Is that your belief, sir? Was that for real, for real? Yes, that is very much my belief it was for real, for real. Such a waste it blew up.
Objection!
Real?
Stop! But we've already established the machine was nothing more than a prop for an elaborate conjuring trick.
Objection! You've established nothing of the sort.
What do you mean, Vanzix? Yes, we did.
All that was shown during yesterday's proceedings is that the same outcome could have been produced by means of stage trickery. The defense merely proposed a method and demonstrated its feasibility. Nothing more.
But...
No
Oh, we've
buts.
procrastinated long enough, I fear. Witness, you will now give your formal testimony.
Please do.
About the machine that you constructed for the purpose of the demonstration at the Great Exhibition. Understood. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I really need to oil these hands. Okay, I'm sorry.
I need to oil these hands.
Ah,
The
oh gosh, it's not
kinesis,
really working out too well.
the kinesis machine.
My hand, my finger. I
Like-
met the young professor approximately 1 year ago through Mr. Asman's introduction. He provided me with the blueprints, and I constructed the machine to his precise specifications. It was no trick. If the whole show was a fraud, it would have required a body double. Tell me, did the victim have a twin? All the spectators saw the birdcage appear above their heads and then crash headfirst into the crystal tower. A terrible accident, I grant you. Perhaps the science on which the machine was flawed somehow. That's a different case.
Yes, the time machine.
I just love that the testimony just started with him screaming like kinesis trouble. Ah!
Babe!
Oh, my arm! Oh.
Alright.
Listen,
First off, Mr. Drebber, are you okay?
I need gasoline!
Oh, okay.
I need oil.
My
Feed me your
fingers!
oil.
Alright,
It's like arthritis.
okay, you sound fine. Alright, so second, a body double?
That goes without saying, surely. To give the impression that something has moved when in reality it hasn't. It's a basic conjuring principle. This deception cannot be achieved without substituting the original with a fake at some point in the performance. Stop. Ow. But I would be right in saying you haven't managed to establish anything along those lines.
Incidentally, the prosecution has already confirmed that Mr. Asman had no twin siblings or family.
It's my understanding that this witness is well versed in conjuring artfulness.
Friends.
But such talents do not indicate that he was actually able to accomplish what he claims. Namely, the construction of what, by all accounts, must have been an extremely complex scientific machine. Whatever do you mean?
You mean?
Yesterday's proceedings brought the true nature of your past exploits to light, Mr. Drebber. Oh,
Indeed it
God,
did, my
speaking
lord.
too.
Indeed it did. As a swindler who preys on innocent scientists to elicit government grant money through conjuring know-how.
Yes, it's true I possess considerable knowledge of stage magic. But crucially, my scientific knowledge more than matches that of any academic in the field.
Any investigation of the witness's workshop attests to that claim, my lord. Look at this shoulder massager.
That's my spelling bee trophy.
Oh, I thought they used this to massage shoulders. Sherlock lied to me.
I use the bomb for that.
What?
Ah, yes, I
I mean,
see.
what else was I
Explosive
gonna do with
therapy.
it?
Explosive therapy. I respect that.
Oh.
My therapy is usually very explosive when I'm involved.
As evidence, the police found this Royal Society trophy for young talents in science there.
We do live in a society, Vince.
We really do live in a Royal Society.
Suicidal?
Yes,
My
Miss
father.
Naruto?
Could you, okay, this may be a stretch. Could you actually get, Holmes here? What? Could you get Holmes in this bench? Why would you? I just need moral support right now. I'm getting freaked out here. I don't think I
What's
can.
the matter, Mr. Naruto?
Nothing! At all. Don't worry about it.
What's the matter? Am I not convincing enough for you?
No, it's not in the slightest. No.
Do you think I'm fake?
No, of course not. Why would I ever think you're fake?
Do you really think I'm a fake being,
You
posing
had
as
better
your
not make a
prosecution
fool out of
friend?
yourself again in my absence, my learned friend.
Is that what
I
you
am
think?
running low on my chalices.
Listen, he just had a bad fall this morning.
First, guys, did one of you just donate?
What?
Oh yeah, I should donate. Should.
No, Mega, no.
I guess I'll give you some money.
No,
Yeah,
what was it? No, I was no.
You
I think you're watching the stream, aren't you? UA's watching.
Listen, I didn't know this was a
No,
subscription-based
to both
collab.
of you, stop! Both of you, stop! No, stop it!
All right, send
Alright.
money.
No, stop!
I'll post
Cease
somewhere.
what you're
Thanks for
doing.
reminding me, Nine. I appreciate
No,
the reminder.
no. Continue. Yes, that's true. We spotted this guy ourselves. No.
Van's. Oh, I didn't realize the person before was Van Zeeks.
Yeah, and that's
Wow,
why I
that's
think it's
fitting.
UA. Basically, he said, let me read this real quick. Oh, can I get it? Hold up.
Yeah, Nine.
You had better not make a fool of yourself again in my presence, my learned friend. I'm running low on chalices. There you are, UA. There you are. Thank you. First, thank you. Oh,
He's gonna
what?
be angry at my
what the
Van
heck?
Zeeks impression.
Thank you, UA. And I'm guessing, Mega, that was thank you, both, but you don't have to, really.
I did the $10. 9.
I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, sorry. If a hypothesis is sound, it can always be forged into a physical manifestation with enough sufficient skill. Though I may have sold the secrets of some deceptive wiles to sniveling, talentless scientists in the past, like that Einstein fellow.
That Einstein fellow.
Would you therefore assert that the explosion of the machine was
Fake and gay, yeah.
unfortunate accidents, or, of course, a deliberate act of murder carried out by misuse of the science?
The science.
Yo, Drebber has some long hair, hello?
Hello.
Yes, my flowing locks. Maybe it's Maybelline.
I was gonna say he looked like Sephiroth, but alright.
Oh, counsel for the defense, your cross-examination, please.
Examination.
Yes, my lord.
Examine him.
Okay. You got this, Miss Naruhodo. I no longer think I do. You got this,
Do
don't
you?
worry.
I call this eyeglass Google Glass. It's the new hip thing.
Not as
Hold
good as
it.
Google
What do you mean by
Cardboard.
Google Glass?
Is that related to Google Cardboard?
Oh, you see, I misspelled goggle.
Oh, I
that's
guess
what
that's
I came up with.
understandable. So I was gonna say, this video is sponsored by... No, it's not.
This video is sponsored by Google.
It's not.
This stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
This video is sponsored by Genshin Impact.
This raid's sponsored by no one... Yeah.
You're
No
gonna
one.
voice a character in Genshin COD, Solio.
Yeah,
Jeez,
9. Come on.
Go over to Crunchyroll and do the voice acting already.
Crunchy. What?
I love to, actually.
Oh yeah, do that. Crunchyroll. Voice in terrible anime. It'd be great.
Yeah, it's just...
That's not true. Those okay ones.
Yeah? Name one.
Devil is a part. He works
What?
at the McDonald's.
What?
Yeah,
Devil is a wart? What?
a part-timer.
I hate that you're making me Google this.
The devil is a part-timer. Come on. Satan leaves the fantasy world and has to work at McDonald's.
So wait, this is a reverse isekai? What?
Yes.
So the devil has to work at McDonald's. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Man, even hell broke. Even hell got no money.
Has Ryunosuke spoken?
No. So, you were already acquainted with Mr. Osmond himself?
No.
Not really. By chance, I have seen his name mentioned in the papers. That's all.
This video is sponsored by my finest vintages.
This
Pray
video
forgive-
is sponsored by my finest vintages. Pray forgive the discourtesy of wasting it in court, thanks to this buffoon opposite me.
What do you mean, Vandix? What did I do?
You'll find out soon enough.
What?
But I had no interest in his private affairs. If he was an unscrupulous investor, it was no concern of mine. As long as people pay their bills, I take up my tools and construct what they ask for.
So why did Mr. Osmond approach you in particular then?
Who can say? I presume because my name is associated with excellence in engineering.
Not to mention excellence in fraud.
Objection.
Hard to gauge, but the point is, all I did was construct the machine according to the blueprints I was given.
The blueprint. In other words, the kinesis machine was built on solid scientific principles.
Hello back here, I hope you're doing good.
Yes, you might say that. Professor Brainhead certainly has a mind like no other.
Hold it!
Objection!
It's clear that you
I was
have...
talking.
It's clear that you have both scientific knowledge and knowledge of conjuring magic. However...
Objection, magic isn't real.
This is... Well, that's the wrong game. I can't wait for the Professor Layton crossover in 2011 for the Nintendo 3DS.
Wait, what?
I really love that stuff.
You mean the Nintendo 3DS?
Wait, that's thing? That was
I
in the
mean,
Windy?
I mean, it involves magic. I do play the game. It's very weird to do trials about magic.
You mean the Professor Layton Phoenix Wright crossover?
I think it would be a fun game to play.
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
The more knowledge you have. Oh, what?
Bad Zix, you know what he's talking about?
Of course. I know absolutely everything that I need to know.
We both watched the movie Professor Layton together.
Yes, it was a good movie.
When are you gonna finish that one? When you playing
What?
Spectre of Hope? That was 2012. Oh, I don't know. Whoops.
You know what?
Anyway,
Drop out. Yeah, continue. Step it, continue.
the more knowledge you have, the better equipped you are to handle whatever comes along. But your implication is that I furnished the machine with some trickery, I think.
It's a possibility that we have to explore.
Unfortunately, though, the machine has been blown to Kingdom Come.
Because of you.
So there's really nothing left to explore, is there?
It appears that the kinesis machine was fitted with a timed explosive device of some kind.
I really just gave it some Taco Bell. And that's all it takes. And there's nothing left of that device either. Not a single shred of evidence remaining. I hear.
He must have planned all this from the outset.
In any case, it's abundantly clear that the experiment could have been a trick.
Uh-huh.
Hold it! Of course! That's it! Mr. Osmond was a twin! Even though I
Objection!
literally... Yeah.
Shut
I thought you were gonna do the
Up.
smosh. Shut up!
Perhaps my learned friend wasn't listening earlier. Mr. Asmund had no twin siblings, no family, no friends, and no aspirations.
No, I heard you before. But the thread of hope hadn't quite left me.
The demonstration could have been a trick. If there was somebody who looked sufficiently like the victim. But Dr. Sith absolutely ruled that out as a possibility.
UA's in the chat like, oh, so the one day I'm not here, voice mod is fixed.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Nah, what did you do, Nine? You just messed with the thing, the wire?
You want me to be dead
Oh,
honest?
it only works if UA
What,
is not-
yeah, be honest, what happened? What'd you do?
I really did nothing. It just fixed itself.
Yeah, you know what?
Yes.
Hypothesis, it's because UA isn't here. I'm just saying. The one time he's not here, suddenly it works.
And then watch,
Wow.
UA's just gonna hop into the call, and then the 8-bit's gonna start again.
And then your microphone breaks.
Die.
Just shatters. I can't believe it. It is beyond question that the victim himself, Mr. Asmund, did move from the stage to the Crystal Tower. The fingerprints found at the scene attest to the fact.
So it can't have been orchestrated using someone who looked identical to Mr. Asmund then.
If only there was a way to make someone look different than what they actually are.
What
God,
are
we
you
have a liquor.
thinking? What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, no. Nothing. Just not like someone could just be different or anything.
Just that the idea of someone who looked identical to the victim is playing on my mind.
Yes, isn't that a conundrum? People who look similar to the people you've already known, but act differently. It is quite a conundrum, isn't it, Ryunosuke?
Hey, there we go.
Right now!
Oh god, he sounds
Wait,
like
what did he say?
You know how we said that Mega was in the was in the toilet room? UA just sounded like he was in the toilet. He's playing the part of Flushed Away.
He
Wait, what
sounded
are you
like
guys talking about?
He sounded like he was
Oh.
in a cardboard box in the toilet. Nine, I can't believe you
What?
broke your mic again.
Wait, what? Wait, my mic broke?
Nine,
My mic
I
broke?
can't. No, that was
It
the
sounded
joke.
like you were off.
Oh,
I thought. Wait, didn't you put the 8-bit thing on?
no.
That
It
wasn't.
did sound like that.
Nine,
for a
you're
second.
memeing. Come on.
I'm
don't
not.
meme.
I'm really
Nine,
not.
nine.
What?
Nine, you're memeing.
Wait.
You're
What?
memeing.
What do you mean?
We do a little trolling.
What?
Are you trolling me right now? Are you trolling?
What are you guys talking about?
Tails gets trolled.
Are you trolling me right now, Nine?
No, I mean,
Are you doing a little trolling right now?
no, I mean, you guys just said that my mic went like 8-bitty, and now is it still 8-bitty? Like,
No, you're fine.
no, it's good.
It was for one line.
Lozzu,
one-
I think
oh, okay,
she's
that's
messing with
weird.
us. She's
Why would I be messing
us
with you
now.
guys?
I could hear you smile.
What?
Don't you lie. I hear you.
I'm not lying. I'm reading the thing and trying to figure this out.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, like, come on.
Sure.
Sure.
Women do be lying. Am I right?
Hello. What do you mean?
True.
Ayo. Hello. What are you guys talking about? Look at this
Ayo.
photograph.
Look at this photo.
This
Nine,
photograph.
wait.
Every
Don't
time
do
it
anything.
makes me
Don't do
laugh.
anything. Don't do anything.
Okay.
Don't do anything. Don't do anything.
All right. All right.
Bottom right.
Okay. Yo, that's
Bottom
a big
right.
monocle.
Bottom right. No.
I
Go back.
literally did
Go
not
back.
mean that. I did not mean
Go-
that.
9. Oh, I can't believe it. No, that's not that one. This is the worst stream ever.
Oh wait, bottom right.
Bottom, not that bottom right. That the guy in the bottom right. That guy.
That guy. Okay. What about
This
him?
guy.
What about him?
boy.
No.
Oh no. Hold it! It crashed head first, you say?
According to many witness reports from those there at the time, yes.
Yes.
Were you not there at the exhibition grounds on the day?
No. Ha-ha.
We,
We.
the robots.
Do the robot.
Unlikely. I rarely leave my workshop.
What if I just did all the sound effects for his arm?
Yet another of your unique inventions was found at the scene.
Well, it was the unveiling of a machine I'd labored over for many months. I saw it clearly with my own eyes. The bird cage plummeted headfirst into the tower. Van Zeeks, would you shut up? How's he allowed to
It's
do
not Bad Six, it's the sound of his machines! It's the sound of his arm!
Yeah, sure, Van Zeeks. Why do you keep doing that? Come on.
I'm not doing anything. I'm currently getting drunk right now. What's your excuse?
Wait, what? Van Zeeks, no, stop.
What? No.
We need to
I didn't
talk
say
about that.
No, I didn't say that.
It's not a drinking club.
I didn't see that. No. Didn't happen.
I just love the cadmium in it.
It didn't happen. It's not real. It's fiction.
Van Zeeks, please.
Guys,
What?
like Danganronpa. Oh my god.
It's like dog.
But yeah, I just imagine
Those
like Van
Japanese
Zeeks.
animes.
What a surprise!
I believe the victim's neck was broken from the headlong fall, wasn't it?
No.
How would you have come by that information?
I broke it.
Even an infernal recluse like me reads the newspapers, you know.
You're a spider?
According to reports, 2 injuries were apparent on the victim's body.
Yes, he'd been stabbed in the chest by a screwdriver believed to belong to the defendant, and he had broken vertebrae as a result of a fall from a considerable height. Ha! Take that, you way. I was able to read it.
I'm impressed you said vertebrae.
What do you mean?
Because there was clearly a T in there. I was like, how did she read that? Verabrain.
Listen, she avoids the T because it looks like the Christ of God. Crazy.
Vertebrae.
Why you say
I didn't see the T, okay? I didn't see it at first.
Ver.
You're trying to say
Correct.
green in Spanish?
My learned friend has been doing his research, it seems. And he's doing
Verde.
very well speaking English. I have no quarrels with the way he says words. Never, not once. I would never dictate his speaking ability.
Thank you, Van Zeeks. I appreciate that. Thank you. Even though I don't believe you.
Nihongo shimasu ka na?
Whoa,
Nani?
settle down.
Do we know which injury was the fatal one?
Sadly not. It was probably the one that killed him, though. If I were to guess.
Ah. I would imagine
Forensic
so.
science is not yet at a level where such things can be determined.
I hope one day we can get to a game like that.
What we do know is that the victim died, having sustained both injuries at some point during the experiment. And since he was found in the birdcage with his neck broken.
It's obvious that he fell from a considerable height.
It's obvious. It's obvious.
I suppose that's hard to deny.
Well, are you sure about that? Are
I
you
guess.
sure about that, Naruhodo? Mr. Naruhodo, would you believe me if I told you I wasn't actually Van Zeeks, but rather an alternate disguised as him, filling in the
Oh my
role?
god, it's like an imposter among us.
Among Us?
Among
There's
us?
so many 6-year-olds that say sussy baka that don't know what sussy or baka means. And I hate that. I want to just want to throw it away.
Throw it? You want to throw the children away?
Well, I mean that too, but I can't say that. You say it. Take it.
Well. I guess I do just.
Oh, we're saves coming. Ah.
Yeah, 9.
No, I'm just saving. I'm not presenting anything, just in case something might crash or
I
something.
can't believe you're save scummy.
No.
That's it.
I'm
crashing your
just
computer.
in case, because sometimes the game could crash. You know, we got those, and we don't want to start all over now,
That's
do
it.
we?
I'm crashing your computer.
No, please
The
don't.
only thing you're crashing, Van Zeeks, is a car from all the alcohol you're drinking.
I don't drive. I have people that do that for me.
You look like you don't know how to drive.
So, you understood the signs, did you?
You look like you don't drive.
Not in the slightest.
Oh, right.
As I've said a number of times, I'm an engineer. My job is to
Engineer.
manufacture, according to the blueprints I was given. I would be inviting manifold problems if I foolishly allowed my brain to digest the ideas behind them. I could be accused of stealing those ideas, for example.
But how is it possible to construct a machine without really understanding the principles it relies on?
Objection. How do you become a lawyer without understanding the law?
Well, you're practicing
Exactly.
law without really understanding the principles it relies on, aren't you?
He understands.
Megan pre-watched.
A very good point, even though I do understand.
Stand
Yeah,
up for
listen
yourself,
back here,
Mr.
just
Naruhodo.
Do all F4 to autosave.
Oh, you're right.
The point is, the experiment resulted in instantaneous kinesis taking place. As such, the science must be sound.
Yes, and really, experimental results are all that matters when it comes to proving an hypothesis.
He's certainly very sure of himself.
What do you think, Miss Naruhodo?
Well, now that the machine
Yes.
has been completely destroyed by yesterday's explosion, it's going to be impossible to argue its authenticity one way or another.
But if we're unable to establish that it was a piece of stage trickery rather than genuine science, we will have no grounds on which to demonstrate Professor Harebrain's innocence.
Both Mr. Asman and this man in the stand tricked the professor and used him. They took advantage of his naivete and his unbending belief in his work, and I won't let him get away with it. And seeing as the professor is an old friend of Lord Van Zeek's,
I have no friends.
what on earth must he be feeling towards Trevor?
I hate him. I want him dead.
Okay. I met the young professor about 1 year ago. He
You're
provides-
lying! You never met him at all!
You never met him at all.
You never met.
You're not even part of this case.
You're not real.
Oh, up here above their heads and then crash head first. Wait a minute.
Ryunosuke, what if I told you?
Wait, but what if it's this? Because if it's this and this is broken, hold up. Ah, look here, Mr. Sato.
Oh, yes. The wood's cracked and broken a little. I suppose because it fell from such a great height?
Yes.
Not
From
as
the
fat
height
to
at
those
which-
I am from Fortnite. Sorry.
Yes, from the height at which the balloon was flying, down into the crystal tower below, a fall of about 30 feet, or 9 meters.
Wait,
Leaving the man inside tragically dead.
Crystal Tower? Like the one from Fortnite?
Yeah, I think it's this.
Objection! Let's
That's
go.
stupid.
We've examined the bird cage that crashed into the crystal tower ourselves. As you could see, the cage, which is a wooden construction, has sustained damage in one particular spot.
Here we go again. Following the explosion, it fell some 30 feet into the glass of the crystal tower. That level of damage is to be expected, surely.
I agree. The damage itself is entirely understandable. What doesn't make sense
There we go.
is the location of that damage. Location of that damage.
Ah. Exclamation points.
Ooh.
Ah.
Awooga.
Oh, ooga.
Ooga.
All the breakages in the wood are at the base of the birdcage, not the top.
Top?
What are you saying?
That's the opposite of where they should be.
That's right, my lord. The birdcage that was at the scene is damaged at its base. So we have reports of the birdcage falling headlong into the crystal tower, yet the damage is at the bottom. The only way to reconcile these two facts is to accept that there were two birdcages in play that day, which were at some point switched. Switched during what wasn't a scientific experiment at all, but an elaborate piece of stage trickery.
Ah, yes, the Nintendo Switch.
I heard there was this cool game called Great Ace Attorney.
Good gracious, explain yourself, witness.
Well...
If we examine the facts, there's only one logical conclusion we can draw. The damage on the base of the birdcage clearly indicates that it crashed tail first into the tower.
Objection!
What?
But multiple witnesses' reports claimed it fell head first.
The birdcage materialized in the sky next to a balloon flying over the stage following a spontaneous explosion at an altitude of some 60 feet above ground level.
Which is approximately 18 meters.
Thank you. It then proceeded to fall some 30 feet into the crystal tower in the ensuing deflagration. Witness reports amid such chaos are notoriously unreliable.
Objection! But the victim's neck was broken.
Objection! Ah. Sorry, I'm just allergic to really bad lawyers.
What?
He plummeted 30 feet inside a heavy wooden cage.
Rude.
You must be allergic all the time.
However, he fell. It would be surprising to find one or two of his vertebrae crushed.
Robot.
Robot.
A riveting scientific analysis of events from the prosecution there. So to be even more rigorous, you wouldn't have to say it was only one vertebra, actually.
Vertebra.
It wasn't quite for long.
I find it hard to see what's motivating Lord Van Zeeks. This witness is clearly a swindler, and one who deceived a personal friend of his.
I hate friends.
If you're going to establish this deception, do it right.
Like you,
Sorry?
Inosuke.
I feel like that's the undertone here.
Ah, yes, and there's one more point. The defense appears to have forgotten. It obviously wasn't a trick, as a certain truth very plainly demonstrates.
What?
Huh? What?
It seems to me that the cross-examination had better continue until we resolve the matter.
No.
Mr. Trevor, you will amend your testimony with details of this truth.
Of course, we must treat the matter scientifically after all.
Science and stuff.
I nearly had him here.
I'm right here. Of course I would be had. Yo!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
I move like the Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yas, queen.
Oh.
Haha.
Wait, the kinesis. Oh, sorry.
Over
Yeah,
here now.
I guess, yes, the kinesis. is a new line.
Psychokinesis.
Sorry.
Psychokinesis.
Go, Crusher!
Psychogusto.
Kinesis clearly took place.
Psycho
because there's
Gusto.
nowhere else 30 feet high for the birdcage to have fallen from.
Ba 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 ba
Nowhere
da
at all.
ba 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 da. Objection!
Objection.
Yeah.
All right, not that. Don't worry about it.
Lord,
Don't
not
look.
it, dummy.
Don't look.
Wait, hold on. What's
Objection!
the dusto?
What? It's the balloon. We just figured out that it was
What's
the balloon.
the dusto?
Psychogusto.
Yeah, 9.
The kinesis clearly took place because there's nowhere else 30 feet high for the birdcage to have fallen from. Yeah, the balloon.
No, 9.
That is
but
literally
that-
what we just proved yesterday.
No. Crossbow. No, it was the crossbow.
No.
Yeah,
Well, okay,
clearly.
no, the balloon
She shot it.
fell. Yeah, the balloon fell 30 feet high, but there's nowhere else for the birdcage specifically to have fallen from, unless.
But what if it teleported? Unless. Right there, that one. That one. Yeah, that one.
It's like here,
Yeah,
and
that
then it fell.
Cabal.
Where else could it have fallen?
Use that one. Use
Oh, the
that.
crystal tower,
Use
I guess.
The Crystal Tower?
Objection?
No,
I don't even know why.
it wouldn't be. No,
The
not on the
defense.
crystal tower.
I object.
Again,
That's very
everything
objectionable.
you've been presenting implies that teleportation happened.
Ha ha ha
Wait, but didn't we?
It didn't teleport.
9.
Yeah, it
9.
didn't teleport because the whole thing that we proved was that
9.
that
It was the
something happened to
screwdriver.
shoot it. I guess, and then it popped the balloon to where the birdcage was, and the birdcage fell.
But that means that the birdcage teleported.
But there were two.
So if it didn't teleport,
There were 2.
But there were two birdcage, right?
well, I mean,
Huh?
do
Your
we know there are
birdcage.
2 birdcages? We only have just
Crossbow,
one
pop,
birdcage,
balloon.
don't we?
Waxwork head. Screwdriver.
Because okay, he was at the crystal tower.
Yeah,
Is this the
He
guy
fell.
that got screwed over?
he did get screwed over big time. I
It
see
was the
proof
Reaper.
of
He did
that.
it.
Ah,
Reaper.
It lost cat. It has.
It was
It
me.
has to
the
come
cat.
back.
It's the
So
cat,
that lost
guys.
kitty.
It was me. Dio.
Objection?
No.
All right, no.
Did you do the crossbow?
I literally just did that one.
That was a yoke.
It
It was a prank. 9, you have to do the experimentation sketch.
I
Really?
mean, like, no. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, we have to.
Do
maybe,
it.
Yeah.
Do it. Do
Actually,
it.
It would be.
Do it.
Well,
it, no
nothing
balls.
else. Well,
Because okay,
No,
so
not
this is my guess what happened, right? My guess is like for the whole experiment is that there's a hole here, right? So
yeah,
the birdcage was
it's
on
very
top of that.
holy.
The birdcage was on top of that. The first one. That's like what everybody saw. And then an explosion happened and a crash which diverted everybody's attention. Well, I guess everybody's focus was on here. And then there was a boom. Then the other one, or the person in the balloon, fell, which was Mr. Asman. He fell into the crystal tower.
Call me.
So that was the second one. But at the same time, then this birdcage fell through there. That's the trick.
What did you just call me?
How do I prove it?
9, experiment. Sketch.
What would prove your points?
Objection.
Why aren't you listening?
Am I just like 50 feet ahead and I need to dumb it down because it's Ace Attorney?
You know, that's usually
Well,
what happens, yeah.
This is one of the hardest cases in like the series, I think, from what I've heard. From what I remember, it wasn't too difficult for me when I last played it, but I mean,
Oh, wait, glow.
Because like I get what happened. I think I'm pretty sure I got what happened.
Sketch.
Okay, hold it. You know, hold it. What do you mean? Like really?
What?
well, before the demonstration began, the victim
What
was
you mean?
alive on the stage in front of the audience.
Yes, there are lots of witnesses who saw Mr. Osman on the experimentation stage. That's true.
And the victim's neck broke as a result of an impact following a fall. Logically, therefore, the victim must have fallen from somewhere.
Well, where do I start? The balloon that exploded was at an altitude of 60 feet. The point of impact on the tower was 30 feet up.
I don't know how well my connection is gonna be or how I'm gonna sound, but hi.
Hi, Yue.
Hello.
Are you
Right now,
Tell her it was the experimentation sketch.
Hey, what's up, Yue?
is that how I sound?
Treated UA like it was Alcoholics Anonymous.
No, he sounds okay.
Hi. I'm not gonna be too loud because currently I'm at someone else's house and I'm hanging out front. But yeah, I'll do my best.
No, you should be louder.
Yeah, you should be louder.
At a guest
Yeah,
house, it's also always important to establish
Yeah,
dominance over their territory. So that way you explain
So that way
it's
you
your
know-
territory now.
So they know who's the alpha male.
And then they have to give it up by the end of the hour.
It's true. It's true.
I'll let actually,
Uh huh.
Hmm?
Uh huh.
I'll take the judge. I'll take the judge.
Wait,
you
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 hear
go
that?
and have fun with Van
Van
Zix.
You don't want to be your profile picture?
I don't want to stop your fun. Although, if you really want me to be Van Zix, I can.
Mega, what do you
No.
want? Okay.
No, I've already taken his place.
All right.
Because voice acting is the equivalent of starting GTA 5 and immediately shooting the first person you see. That level of tact.
That's,
No,
that's the best kind of tact.
Mega's logic. You voice Van Zeeks? Looks of Van Zeeks. I voice Van Zeeks.
no, it's like that picture. Okay, here's Van Zeeks. I made this. Okay. 5 seconds later.
I made
made
this.
this.
Yeah.
I'm Van Zeeks.
Yeah, I'll leave it to your call. I'll leave it to you, Meganauts, whether or not you want to continue with Van Zix.
I'm continuing with Van Zeeks.
All right, go for it.
Okay, go ahead. Let's go.
That
Let's go.
difference of 30 feet is therefore the total distance the birdcage fell.
Lozzu, that's still you.
Oh yeah, fuck up. And there's no other location from which the cage could have fallen that distance if it didn't drop out of the sky.
The ski.
Ergo,
My Lego.
the victim himself must have beamed from the stage into the sky above the crystal tower.
Oh,
Whoa,
okay, that's
did your mic quality increase?
A trenchant
I just went
scientific
up to my mic.
analysis. Dear me, every time I hear it explained, it sounds increasingly plausible.
Oh,
Sure.
yes. Oh, whoops, I mixed it up. Whoops.
Oops.
It's all very well thought out.
Certainly all the spectators on the day saw it. The birdcage plummeting 30 feet through the air, I mean.
Beds.
Irritatingly, yes.
Irritatingly. Why does he have
Alright, so then-
robot hand?
Then the other place, it could have fallen in this hole, but I think that's obviously where the doppelganger is. It went down and he ran. Because my vote is that Asmund died before the show, and he was planted there.
Oh.
What?
Voting? Like Among Us?
Among Us!
So you're saying there was an imposter where all these witnesses saw a very alive
Wait.
Odie
Nine.
Asmund?
9. I figured it out. Look at the screwdriver. Look at it. You know what the A stands for?
Among Us.
Bogus. Abogus.
Magus.
Among Us.
Bogus.
Alright, let me think.
Break his neck with that piece of glass. Just whack him over the head with
Just
it.
whack him as hard as I possibly can.
Just beat the shit out of him.
Just murder in the middle of the day. Why not? Experiment sketch 9. Come
Fine.
on.
Objection! Wait, it's actually it?
I told you! I've been telling you for the past 30 minutes.
Wait, this is actually it?
I don't believe it.
Mega, did you look this up?
No. I'm just
The way you
cool
said
like
no, but in the most calmest tone, makes me not believe you.
that. No, why would I?
As he has the walkthrough right on the screen.
Why would I ever?
Anyway, have you heard of this
I
great
wouldn't do
YouTuber?
that.
Have you heard of Jotty Austin?
Mm-hmm. Anyways, this is a diagram of the experimentation stage and its surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. We know that
Told you.
somehow the birdcage appeared in mid-air before falling down into the crystal tower.
He
Crystal
vented
skull.
among us.
He vented in the sky.
Yeah,
A fall of about 30 feet, or 9 meters.
that's what Jesus did.
Thank you.
However,
Wait,
Jesus
what?
went into the sky.
if you examine the diagram carefully, you'll see that there is one other possible location from which the birdcage could have fallen. The
You know who
same
also
distance
sucked?
of
The
30
Romans.
feet.
No!
Hmm.
You're lying.
Oopsies.
Well, it appears the defense has a possible explanation to put forward.
How
Go
dare
ahead,
he.
counsel.
Counsel.
Yes, my lord. Of course.
Of course.
Sure.
You will indicate the place to which you are referring on this same diagram.
Do it, you won't. Where
The alternative location from which the birdcage could possibly have fallen the requisite 30 feet.
Take that!
Right here.
If it had fallen from here, the birdcage would have plummeted the same 30-foot distance. What?
From here.
Objection. That is
Oh.
the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. If that's my learned friend's claim, I suggest he demonstrates for the court personally.
Please.
Pop up a
Please.
clip.
Van Zeeks, you don't understand. I've had
I
enough.
have a flight of stairs here that you can demonstrate on.
All right, please.
Do it.
Huh?
And you may consider this a parting gift, counsel.
No.
Guy
Well,
just got
time to-
shot.
I say no, my lord.
You're my lord.
You say run.
You say bolt.
Jet set run.
Jet set run.
Bam.
Unless.
Oof.
All right, my bad. It fell from someplace. I can't read.
Where did it fall from?
Take
Right
that,
there.
right there. The place I'm referring to is here.
Liar.
But that's where the birdcage would have been to begin with.
Which is exactly
Uh-huh.
the point, my lord. Yes, the birdcage was in the machine on the stage. But what we must also consider is the height of the stage itself.
Go on, counsel.
It turns out that the experimentation stage was built at a considerable height above ground level. If you
I
look
don't
at the
believe it.
diagram, in fact,
I don't
you'll
believe
see it's at about the same height above the ground as the balloon was above the crash site.
That's a lie.
When the experiment got underway, the machine and the birdcage were engulfed in steam.
Steam? Like the platform for
Like the
Among Us?
platform by Valve?
At that moment, the floor of the stage gave way, and if we assume there to be a void underneath,
Is this some elaborate way of announcing Half-Life 3?
this birdcage and the one seen by the audience would have fallen almost exactly the same distance. And no,
Almost the same distance is not the same as the same distance.
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas.
I mean, Chris.
once again, my lord, it's almost Christmas, not Christmas.
Oh.
And that's the case. That's it, guys. We got it. Good stream, guys.
That's it. We did it.
Did it.
Da, 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 da.
This all points to the fact that there were not one birdcage, but two. Something I said before.
Objection. My learned friend has no evidence that the stage had such a contrivance in its design.
Someone
that
is responsible
giant
for the
hole.
criminal destruction of the kinesis machine itself. It's true.
Don't
However-
look at that picture of the hole.
However, the stage still stands. And take a moment to look at the photographic print at the scene following yesterday's explosion.
Wow.
Good lord! The metal grill that formed the floor of the machine is undone!
Yes.
Done.
Most likely
What?
blown up.
We had
Oh,
a barbecue.
man, why wasn't I invited? Yes, most likely blown open by the force of the explosion that destroyed the rest of the machine.
Machine.
The defense calls for the space below the stage to be investigated immediately.
Immediately.
Mr. Drebber,
No. Don't ask my client anything.
it was you who built the kinesis machine, which means
on,
that it
your
was
client-
you who built the 2 bird cages that were used to carry out this deception.
What?
What does the prosecution have a client?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a client.
Whether Professor Harrowbrain's hypothesis is sound or not makes no difference, because it's
Oh,
the
yes,
construction of
Benzix.
this machine that matters. A machine designed to take Mr. Asmon's life.
Benzix, you do have a client. For Among Us.
And lay the blame firmly at the professor's door. Demons in my head, why do you all keep saying Among Us?
I don't know what this Among Us is, but I'm getting sick of it.
I know.
Wait, Van Zeeks, you hear it too?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I'm not the only one.
Of course I can hear the voices in your head. You know why? I am the voices in your head.
Oh!
Mr. Naruhodo, are you? Yes,
I'm fine, Susanoo-san.
I took Van Zeek's life and replaced him. For this week at least. I've always been inside your head.
Oh.
Anyways, go on.
Something that could only have been carried out. By you, Mr. Enoch Drebber. I am now scarred for life.
Whoa. Objection.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If my learned friend has reached the end of his wild assertions,
Oh no.
the prosecution would like to crush the defense's argument slowly but surely.
What?
Your argument fails to hold water on 2 counts.
2?
Uh-huh. Can you count that high?
Yes.
Let me go through it.
Okay.
Firstly, before and after the experiment, this witness went nowhere near the kinesis machine. Every relevant member of staff from the exhibition has attested to that.
But I believe members of Scotland Yard have also been on watch duty at every public experiment.
In other words, Mr. Drebber had no opportunity to switch the alleged pair of bird cages.
Objection! But I've already explained why he wouldn't have needed to.
The nonsense with the crossbow, that doesn't bolster your case at all. The man who disappeared from the stage and the man who crashed into the tower are one and the same. Ugh. The forensic investigation team's report is unequivocal on that point. Indeed. And the second flaw in your assertion is a distinct lack of motive. Why would this man have wanted to take the victim's life? He had no reason to do so.
A motive? The favorite Ace Attorney thing that I have to prove for some reason?
Yes.
Do I have to think of everything myself?
Yes. Here. This is your birth certificate
What?
and your current IP address.
How do you have that? What?
I have
warned you
here.
not to make him crush any more chalices.
I told you. I warned you. I warned you.
It's not
and now
my
I'm gonna
fault.
read
I'm
out
making
your
reasonable
IP
arguments.
address out in public.
I am making reasonable arguments, Fancies. Come on.
2 point. Need I read more?
Please
If you
don't.
continue to make him crush his chalices, he will have to take drastic measures.
Please
Thank
don't.
you. Thank you, other me. Wait, I thought I... Oh.
No, I am
He
your
is the
disciple.
shadow, just true self.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm the shadow. Yeah, that's right. I forgot that was a thing. Anyways, I have here a contract provided by the witness.
It's me, your disciple.
What contract is this, Lord Van Zeeks?
The contract into which Mr. Drebber entered with the victim, Mr. Asman. It reads, Mr. Drebber is to receive 30% of all remunerations from government grants or other income.
I'm scared.
30%. Certainly very favorable contractual conditions.
Indeed.
Lozzu.
Lozzu!
There was one very important provision bolted onto that clause. Santa Claus.
You can't fool me. There is no Santa Claus.
He's real though.
Mr. Drebber may only uphold this right on condition that both contracting parties are alive.
I'm scared now.
In other words, if either of us were to die, the contract would become null and void.
Null and void.
So you see, I had nothing to gain from Mr. Asman's death. The diametric opposite, in fact.
Lozzu, what did you just give me?
What do you mean? There's no.
Wait, what?
You know, this paid subscription collab is very, very taxing, but I did my best.
Did you donate money? What happened?
How much did he
I
give
missed
you?
it.
What
What happened?
Subscription model to doing the collab. We signed the contract. And
Yeah, there is that contract.
yeah, and also, I don't know why you needed 12 pints of blood. I mean, you did take me out for like a couple months, but like, shit.
How much did he give?
Persona
9.
4 golden.
Oh. This should cover the costs.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lozzu. Thank you.
Maybe that's what I should do next time. I should just buy games for 9.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
it's a fun little trick,
Like Dark Souls. Oh, yeah.
you're right.
No, no.
Like
No, there's
Elden
like-
Ring.
There's 6 Souls games. We might as well buy them. every
That is
stream.
true.
One every
So I-
stream.
Yeah,
No,
one
it's
Souls
okay.
game every stream.
No, it's okay.
This is a good
Yeah,
idea.
so,
I like this, Lozzu.
Finish these games at like a rapid pace.
And then when I run out of Souls games on PC, I'm just gonna get her like a PS5.
Oh, no,
And
And
no.
then
you get
Demon
Bloodborne.
Souls.
And
And
then
what?
Bloodborne.
Yes.
It's Stranger of Paradise on Steam.
Yeah,
What?
You're right. We should get some Souls-like other games. Like a Neo and.
Wait, is that a Souls like?
Yes,
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was an RPG.
Yeah, Stranger of Paradise is a Souls-like, or rather, it's closer to
Souls-likes
Neo.
are
But
RPGs, though. What's
Need I
that
say
even thing?
more? The witness had neither an opportunity nor reason to commit the alleged crime. Also, where did my apprentice go? I don't know where he went. He's
right
gone.
here, behind your shoulder.
Ah! Oh, don't scare me like that.
He has such broad shoulders.
He's got such giant shoulders.
Yowie shoulders.
Oh no. I don't think that's a thing.
I mean, Yowie hands are a thing. Yeah, no, Yowie shoulders are a thing. Have you
I
seen?
don't-
Have you seen the
I
characters
don't
in the first
believe
game?
it. No. Nine. The answer is yes. Embrace. What do?
Ado.
Oh. I can't believe it.
Oh yeah, you're dead.
No, I was just communicating with Chad.
Yeah, we're chat. We're
We're chat now.
Okay, anyways. Okay, you read that.
In short, the possibility of Mr. Drebber having done as you suggest is nil. Got him.
We
It seems the defense's assertion was somewhat wide of the mark. Lord Van Zeeks, you will submit the contract as evidence, please.
Drebber's contract has been entered into the court record.
Sure, here you go.
It's true. If Drebber had no opportunity to switch the birdcage under the stage with this one in the Crystal Tower, he couldn't have done it. And in any case, I have no idea what his motive might have been.
There is one aspect of your argument that still holds true, however. There were 2 bird cages. The prosecution is unable to deny that. So I'm sure you're on the right lines, Mr. Naruhodo. And I've no doubt there are other aspects of your assertion that are undeniable truths too.
Well, it would seem that the defense has no rejoinder to offer.
Rejoinder, that's a good word.
I have never heard that before.
Who?
Who? Well, I must say I'm a little surprised. I came here to testify about the machine I built, and instead my reputation is defiled. But the prosecution's counter has set the record straight, I think.
I think. Waha.
It's impossible that I'm the culprit.
Objection!
Oh my god.
At the beginning of this trial, we believed that there was only one birdcage. Yet now we know there must have been 2. In other words, there was more to the demonstration than we first realized. I think it's abundantly clear that the same applies to the culprit.
You mean there are 2 culprits?
Yes.
Among us?
Get to
There
the
are
point.
2 imposters in Among Us.
Oh my god.
The stage demonstration was constructed and set up in its entirety by you, Mr. Drebber. Therefore,
What?
it's inconceivable that you had no hand in the events that transpired. Wait. Was constructed and set up. Was constructed and set up in its entirety by
Stage
you.
demonstration was conducted and constructed.
Constructed and set up by it's entirely by you. Got it.
You made it.
Therefore, it's inconceivable that you had no hand in the events that transpired.
It's true, he
Now
has
he
no
angry.
hand.
He angry. Look at that face. No, I'm sorry. That's
His
going
eyebrows
to
are still
moid.
black.
Hold on.
Funny.
Just don't mind me.
Oh.
Sorry, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Angie.
Angie.
So if circumstances mean it's impossible that you could have carried out the crime yourself, it points to the fact that someone else was involved.
Someone else? Counsel, are you suggesting?
No.
Yes, my lord. Mr. Drebber had an accomplice.
Objection. An accomplice now. Well then, I presume you're prepared for what's to come. Now that you're accusing not only this witness, but someone else of the most serious of crimes. If these accusations turn out to be false. Sorry, I had a little too much to drink. Then make no mistake.
Yeah, Van Zeeks, we need to talk about that later.
The prosecution will demand an equally serious punishment for your slander. Your libel and slander.
Well, counsel, do you intend to pursue this course and formally accuse another party of involvement in this matter?
Do it, you won't. You won't.
What do I do
You
here?
won't.
At the moment, this is a little more than a hunch on my part. I don't know for sure if Trevor had an accomplice, or even if he really is the culprit here. One way or another, though, I have to make my position clear, as a lawyer. So what's my stance going to be? Did Trevor have an accomplice? Or not?
I don't know.
You're
'Cause-
the
Magic.
apprentice. You're the accomplice. You're guilty.
It's
Like-
magic.
Asmund would be the only other Oh, wait.
Yes.
Wait, let me see the contract. I need to see the contract. The investor, Mr. Adi Osman, hereby enters into contract with the provider, Mr. Enoch Drebber, to fund labor and materials for the...
OD.
Mr. Drebber is to receive 30%. Mr. Drebber may only uphold this right on condition that both contracted parties are alive.
I can't believe Strongheart killed that man.
Because if the accomplice is Asmund, because I think it was supposed to be the professor that was going to do it. And if the professor died...
Which professor?
Herobrine.
Herobrine?
Because I don't know who else the accomplice could be.
Let me look at the cast of characters. Who do we have?
It's obviously him.
Yeah, obviously. Well, I mean, it could be. You don't know.
Nah.
Yeah, he doesn't. Maybe he.
What?
even
Okay, wait,
doesn't know.
Nine. What if Van Zeek's framed Herobrine just
Don't
so
forget you have a
he,
second page, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I know.
just so he could get back at Drebber, or no, not Drebber, the Science Man for something. Who's Bohemian Boy?
That's Wilhelm Goldreich Sigismund von Ornstein.
I like that they don't even put his full name. It's just Bohemian Boy.
Who's the other guy? I don't remember these two characters.
They were in the, like, the cross-examination.
Italian.
I wasn't,
First day.
Mario.
I wasn't there
You
for the
were.
Italian man.
You were.
Oh, well, I mean,
No, I wasn't,
you
was I?
hate them
I think you
Italians.
were.
I don't think I was.
Mega, we have VODs.
I don't remember those two at all.
Yeah, like, the only people on the stage were
Legitimately, I don't remember.
Albert and Drebber. Those are the ones that are about this experiment.
What about Goth Woman?
She has nothing to do with this.
No, other Goth Woman.
Oh, her. I doubt it.
She blew it up because I don't want to do this.
I don't think so.
Thank God
It
for
has
the
to be. If there is the accomplice, it has to be him. There's no one
I'll
else.
give you a hint if you want.
I mean,
Me boy? It was me boy?
because this contract doesn't involve Herobrine at all. It's literally just Asmund and Drebber.
Uh-huh.
So, may uphold this right on condition that both contracted parties are alive. I think Drebber's target might have been Herobrine, but Asmund took the fall.
Is this a rare instance where your client was actually guilty?
I don't
And
think
it's
so,
like,
no.
"Haha, thanks, sucker.
We've
I
already
know
had
these
one.
names."
We've already had one this game. This
Wait,
duology.
did we?
Yeah.
Me boy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the literal second game.
The meme man.
Yeah.
I forgot he was
Yeah,
actually guilty.
I can give you a slight hint if you want.
Am I on the right track, at least?
No. Yes.
You're forgetting the main mystery of this case.
If the whole machine thing is fake or not, which it's not real. Which
If it's fake, then that means the murder was fake. He's still
goes-
alive.
Because, like, no matter what, Drebber can kind of be on the sidelines because he knows how this contraption works because he's the one who built it.
Oh yeah, wait, did you see that LeBron James is not voiced by LeBron James
In what, Space Jam 2?
in the multiverse game?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in multiverses.
Oh.
I mean, and especially, I think now, like, does Audie have a twin? Which, no, he doesn't.
He does. It is. It's Sherlock Holmes.
They look so
I'd say
similar. They're white.
Whoa.
They're guys.
You know, they kind of do have the same eye color.
Ooh.
I cheated death, Mr. Naruhodo.
Mr. Holmes, do you have a secret twin I should know about?
I'll give you
No, he's-
another hint if you
He's
want.
dead. Uh-huh.
If you want.
Let's go. The defense is ready to name Mr. Trevor's accomplice. Let's go. Somehow the two bird cages must have been switched. Everything points to that. Yet according to the coroner's report, that's not a possibility.
Alas.
Ow.
But that inconsistency itself is a clue.
Counsel,
Hmm? My lord?
you have received a stark warning already. If you are nevertheless determined, then I must now ask you to identify this alleged accomplice by name.
His name is Judge
Oh.
Man.
Your answer, please. Who do you claim to have been Mr. Drebber's accomplice?
Susato.
Take that!
He's
Ellipsis.
dead, idiot.
Who is this person? I have
Who's
no idea
this?
who he is.
I don't know who this
My lord, are you kidding me? Even that in itself. Wait, what?
I don't
Listen,
remember
age
this
is not
man.
in the better.
Someone intimately related to the crime, my lord. And someone you surely wouldn't say you don't know.
Who's this man?
Yes, thank you. I'm aware of the person, obviously. But on what basis do you claim felonious involvement?
If you are aware of the person, then why did you ask?
Who is this? No, I don't mean who is this. I mean, what are you doing with your life?
Nothing.
No, wait, no, we gotta see this play out. No.
Nah, we've already seen play it out enough. I'm
I'll
wrong.
give you another hint. All right. I need verbal confirmation. Do you want another hint?
Sure.
Yeah, 9.
Okay, so there are people here who believe that the teleportation experiment was a success.
Esmeralda.
Trevor says it's possible.
Trevor.
He
Belmont?
said it was possible. Van Deeks did, but that's a fluke. He just wanted to prove that something.
Little bohemian boy.
Oh.
Who else said it was possible? It was Holmes!
It was me.
No, both of them say it was impossible. Susato.
It was
No.
Iris. Kill her. Haha, it was me, Strongheart.
Child.
Yes, it was me,
I can give you a
Strongheart.
super hint.
No, hold up.
It was
What's the vice
Balthazar.
character
It
look
was
like a
Balthazar.
thumb?
It was Balthazar. It was Italian Mario.
Mario is Italian.
It's Italian Mario.
I'll give you a super hint if you want.
9, do you want a super hint?
Wait!
5 points, we can give you a super
Wait,
hint.
I can do it! Okay, so it's not him. Is the only person, because like otherwise it would be him, but I know it's not him because he had no
So,
idea.
Sora, for 5 play coins, we can give you a super hint.
Please, just
Oh, no,
give
no,
me a
no,
second.
I never walked. I mean, just a process of elimination will probably get you there, honestly.
Esmeralda.
There's no way it's her.
Haha, I killed that man.
Because like, if it is her, she can make a waxwork of someone. But there's no way.
9. Now that you said waxwork, now I'm not Mimi. It was Mesmeralda. 100%. 100%.
Mesmeralda.
100%. Now that you said it, now that you said waxwork, I was like, oh. It was
Yeah.
Esmeralda.
I'll try it. I'll try it.
100%, 100%,
I'll try it.
100%.
I really don't think so, but I'll try it.
200%. 200%.
What,
If
UA?
this one's wrong, I'm gonna give you the. If you get this one wrong, I'm gonna give you the super hint. All right.
I feel like the process of elimination will get
It has to. You know what? When Nyan said, yeah, wax, I was like, wait a minute. Wax dummy of the man. Yes.
It can't be her. She's someone that she has been here for the longest time, and we were just introduced to her. There's no way it's her.
No, not her. Esmeralda.
Wait, what do you mean we were just introduced to her? And, like, what?
Like,
In this case, according to
Sith, like, again, Lord Strongheart's was stretched out. It can't be her. It literally cannot be her.
Strongheart's most trusted waxwork.
It was Gina.
It was.
She went back to a life of crime. I mean, maybe it could just not be an accomplice. Honestly, if this isn't it, there's no accomplice. Take that.
It's Esmeralda.
Got it. It's no accomplice.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the super hint now.
No.
There is one person. There is one person who confirmed the experiment was a success. They personally confirmed
disappointed. I am absolutely disappointed.
Wait, was there?
It was me. I did.
Because he said it was a success, but... Is it really him?
Yeah,
Why would he be an accomplice?
Yeah,
Why would he actually be an accomplice if it's really him?
Because it's funny.
It's stupid.
It's funny.
Take that. Good. I'm actually glad this was wrong because it would have been stupid.
Who is this person?
The defendant?
So by confirming it was a success, they discovered the victim's body in the Crystal Tower.
Are you serious? Is it really the person we were just introduced?
Wait, who was just introduced?
Sith. Take that.
What do you mean just introduced?
Are you serious? Why?
Wait, we met her a few episodes ago. What?
Like, we literally just met her this case. Okay, the name of the person in question is...
What's wrong, my Nipponese friend? Surely fear doesn't bind your tongue now. It's a little late for that.
Of course I'm afraid. After all, naming her in this capacity is definitely going to make waves. A lot of waves. I could very well turn every single person in this courtroom against me. I'm sure we'll be all right, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you, Mr. Sato.
The enemy always appears larger than life, but you'll appear exactly the same to the enemy.
All right, then. Here goes.
You've kept us waiting long enough. Your answer, Council, now.
The person who colluded with Mr. Drebber in order to carry out this wicked scheme is Scotland Yard's coroner, Dr. Courtney Sith.
Scythe?
Oh, what are you talking about, Dr. Sith?
The head of the forensic investigation team and the coroner who conducted the autopsy on the victim?
It's stupid, yes, but yeah, that's what the game's going.
I need more wine.
We know there were two bird cages, so who could have carried out the switch to complete the illusion? The accident happened in front of a huge crowd of spectators, and the area was immediately sealed off. Then everyone, police officers included, were banished to make way for the forensic investigation team. When else could the switch have occurred? It can only have been in that team's presence.
Whoa.
Angie.
What?
It's essential that the court determines exactly what happened following the incident. The defense demands that Dr. Sith be summoned to the witness stand at once to testify.
Blair.
Turning up there, dragging out the young's name through the mud.
Well, I didn't mean to.
You know the woman very well. There's no better dead room walk out there.
Dead
How dare you call her a criminal?
My learned friend's imagination appears to be wilder than the East End at night. But the recklessness of your accusation aside, there's another grave problem with your argument. One which the prosecution demands you address at once.
A grave problem?
Pun.
Oh my word!
Who do you claim
Oh no.
acted as the victim's doppelganger.
Sorry. I just realized that the audio of the game and you guys, it was at -20. I don't know why that happened. So I fixed it.
9.
My bad.
You muted us on
Wow,
purpose.
9.
Ooh.
I didn't mean to
I
mute you
can't
guys.
believe
I'm
you
sorry.
tried to get rid
As
of
soon
us.
as we say when Among Us.
No.
I can't believe you're trying to get rid of us. Lozzu
No.
joins for one stream and you're trying to get rid of him. Wow.
No,
Honestly,
I would never.
Listen, I'm gonna have to use it. I have a race card, and I have to. Sometimes, I have to think about.
What?
Oh no.
Mm,
He's got the
I'm just
race
saying, I'm
card.
just saying.
He's going to do it.
I don't see any other Indian people listening.
What?
Hey, I could be.
You're right, are you?
No.
Well.
Well.
Anyway, you read the whole line. So what?
What?
Certainly, if the birdcage containing the body of the victim was exchanged for another,
Uh-huh.
that cage must also have contained a body.
And yet, no missing persons or accidental deaths of anyone even remotely resembling the victim have been reported. Which means there was no one, dead or alive, who could have fulfilled the role of a body double for Mr. Asman, unless they were made of wax or something, but that would be a stretch, wouldn't you say? That would be an absolute stretch.
That's true.
It's a stretch.
If my argument is that there were 2 bird cages, then there must have also been one person inside each. But I don't know if I've got an answer to this yet. Have I? What can I do to reveal how this body double stunt was achieved?
Wax. Wax. Wax.
Actually, yeah.
Wax. 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 Wax.
I got it.
Wax.
Got it.
Wax.
Very well.
Wax.
The defense will address my learned friends. What? What?
Yeah. Yeah. He's
What?
calling him learned friend.
I mean, that it's a courtesy.
Yeah,
isn't it?
9. Yeah, 9.
All right, the defense will address my learned friend's concerns by presenting evidence that reveals the true nature of Mr. Asman's body double. Sorry, I just literally sounded like you for a second, Mr. Van Zeeks.
Good gracious, evidence? I do hope this isn't filibustering, counsel. The court is expecting a name.
I hope you're not doing a blockbuster right now. Because I'm about to shut you down. If you think you have relevant evidence, present it now.
The body double and the birdcage were hiding inside the balloon that was floating above the stage, which means that any witnesses would have only have seen them from 60 feet away. So who was it that appeared out of the explosion, some 18 meters above the spectators?
Gee, I sure hope it wasn't wax. Wax.
The body double inside the second birdcage was... Take that!
Wax.
We know that the victim, Mr. Asman, was in the birdcage that was situated inside the kinesis machine on stage.
Yes.
And therefore, he couldn't have been inside the second birdcage. Instead, that contained something else. What's been described as a body double, which is what fell from the sky and crashed into the Crystal Tower.
Yes, counsel, according to your somewhat elaborate version of events.
Oh.
And that body double inside the second birdcage was, in fact...
It's all right, Mr. Naruhodo.
Say it.
You're
Say
ready
it.
for this.
Say
Just
it.
steel yourself and come out with it.
Say it.
Thank you, Mr. Sato. I needed that, even though I don't know why I'm stalling even in the first place. As I was saying, the body double inside the second birdcage was, as unbelievable as it may seem, that thing there.
Where the heck did that come from?
Yeah, really.
Wait, what? Huh? Hello?
Objection!
Objection. Oh my god. Open your eyes and look into mine, my Nipponese friend.
And and Van Zeeks, I can imagine literally walking out of the desk, going right up to Naruhodo.
Spec. Now tell me,
You've really made him mad.
what are you playing at?
Stand firm now, Ryunosuke. This is time to show your Japanese spirit.
First time.
As the court will observe, this is a waxwork model. Ow. A model, in fact, of an infamous London murderer from 10 years ago. The Professor.
Objection. You started by indicting the leader of the forensic investigation team as an accomplice in this crime. And now you've moved on to indicting Waxworks?
Yes! That's about the size of it.
But why? And why this waxwork? It looks nothing like the victim. In fact, it could hardly resemble him less. What possible justification can you give?
If you want to know why, ask Mr. Drebber.
What?
Just days before Professor Harrowbrain performed his public demonstration, Mr. Drebber abducted this model from Madame Tuspel's.
What?
Did you say abducted?
Like
And
aliens?
2 days after the incident at the Great Exhibition, he returned it to the museum.
Like an alien? Then the timing.
Is this true, Mr. Drebber?
At first, I couldn't see why Mr. Drebber would have stolen the waxwork and then given it back again. But now, the reason is clear. He took it so that he could put it inside the second birdcage as a body double for Mr. Asman.
Objection! Objection! Idiotic! Are you hearing this, ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Are you hearing the defense's astonishing proposal? That the witness fabricated this vast machine with the intention of
Not yet.
deceiving. What?
Oh, sorry.
That the witness fabricated this vast machine with the intention of deceiving some wretched scientist. That he did so in collusion with the country's finest coroner, on a public stage in front of a vast audience. And that, to effect the deception, he used a waxwork model that in no way resembles the victim. Are we really to believe this far-fetched tale? What do you decide?
Objection! Ow. Wait! Yes, if you put it like that, of course it sounds implausible.
Well, there we go.
My lord! I need to speak, if you please. Go ahead, Mr. Foreman.
George?
Myself and my colleagues have reached an agreement.
We haven't.
What?
Very good. In that case,
Not
ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your lanes for the court to hear now.
Guilty.
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 Kapuya.
Alt F4. Going to have to restart.
Ah.
Well,
rip. Oh well.
We'll go back to the trace. I don't think he had an accomplice.
Yeah,
in
I
that.
don't think so either anymore.
So, as indicated by the foreman, the jury has reached a consensus.
I knew that was going to happen.
We shall get through this, Mr. Naruhodo, as we always do. And uncover some new truths along the way. I'm quite sure.
Yes, I agree. I'm going to have to appeal to the jurors as usual, and see if I can persuade them to change their minds.
The defense will now embark on a summation examination.
Oh, you know me so well, my lord.
Are you and your fellows ready to proceed, Mr. Foreman? We are, my lord. Very well. In that case, I ask you now to state clearly for all present to hear. the grounds on which each of you have decided that the defendant is guilty of the crime of which he is charged.
And everybody, because what the lawyer said is stupid. The jurors' contentions. Oh.
We've known that woman for years. She'd never been accomplice to anything. It's utter nonsense to think those two would ever be conniving with one another.
Dear, this is most troubling. But surely the waxwork of the man stole has nothing to do with the coroner, is it?
So wait, am I this guy now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was Lozzu.
Oh, okay. I've had my own problems with the members of the police. I do not trust them much. A cab, as it were.
Mega.
I've seen no rigorous proof that this waxwork has ever seen the inside of the birdcage. It's conjecture.
Accusing someone without right evidence is. He is not a proper job, is he? I won't have it.
Corn.
Corn.
Somewhat unsurprisingly, it seems the introduction of this waxwork mall to the proceedings has polarized opinion.
Polarized, as they're all on the same page. Given that its face is obscured, and its build in no way resembles that of the victim, I can only applaud my learned friend's temerity at suggesting it as Mr. Asmund's body double.
Yes, the applause is deafening. And yes, I know it seems extraordinary. But that's the point. That's why I have a strong feeling it's actually a greater clue than anyone yet realizes.
What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo?
I can't explain why at the moment, but I feel as though there's a specific reason why it was used, why it had to be this model.
Really? A reason why nothing else would do, you mean?
Yes, and I'm convinced. It's something far more significant than whether or not the model looked like the victim.
Well, if that's the case, we must prevent the trial from ending prematurely at all costs.
Question.
Yes, agreed, and Susato put the gun down.
How did they get that body in here? I don't recall us having the body, just the head.
I have to find a way out of this.
If you remember, Drebber returned it to Sodes in the last investigation.
Yeah, but to be fair, why is it here?
that's what I'm saying.
Because they subpoenaed it, I guess. I don't know.
Wow, that was record time.
Sherlock just dragged it all the way over here.
At some point.
I heard you need a statue, Naruhodo.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. By the way, can you stay at this bench? No. Okay.
No.
Naruhodo is the type of person to subpoena his lunch, so that because he ate it during the investigation. It might be relevant.
If you're ready, counsel, you may proceed with the summation examination.
Trust me, this sandwich is important to my case. Anyways, yes, my lord.
The sandwich. I like that. I really do. I like it.
Defense's rebuttal. Hold it! The order of things seems to have changed around here for some reason.
Oh, copper, lad. It's a copper's discretion to bend the rules sometimes when needs must. What's wrong with that?
Where do I start?
I've been working at the yard for 40-odd years.
That's even more than I thought.
Only had a Metropolitan Police Service in town for 70 years, you know.
You mean the Metropolitan?
Whatever.
Metropolitan.
Stop staring at me. It's time to change. I couldn't trust coppers back when I started. It was rough. We had to fight crime, and we had to fight to win the public's trust as well. And when we did. Forensic science was in its infancy too, even more than it is now. And she spearheaded the revolution.
Dr. Seth, you mean?
That's right. About 10 years ago now it was, when I was still youngest puppy on the beat. That's when she started making a name for herself as a top-class coroner. And now look at her, head of the forensic investigation team, and a woman no less. Well, you won't hear me complain. It's what we all dreamt of back then, I tell you.
Could you tell me without holding that gun in the air, please?
They're all about to uphold justice, lad. Full of vim we were, full of vim.
That's coming across loud and clear. Now please put the gun down.
No.
Hold it!
I read newspaper.
I got the amendment right.
But we're only just starting to understand this case.
I don't understand anything.
What are you reading that, sir?
The man behind those murders on Solar Pond Street was caught in 2 days flat. That's real publicity for you.
I thought you were gonna make a joke be like, the man behind the slaughter. That's really not relevant to this case, is it?
Or is
You're
it?
wrong there.
Uh-huh.
Because it was Dr. Sith in charge of examining the bodies.
Dr. Seuss?
It was evidence arising from her work that led to the arrest of the scoundrel responsible.
Oh.
That's right! Oh, that woman is at the forefront of this country's fight against crime. The idea that she's somehow involved in this murky business is a load of old tosh.
I thought it was up to me to press the jurors, not the other way around.
Uh-huh.
Hold it!
Oh, that...
Why would you assume that?
Well, quite simply because that unsettling swindler has no relationship with the woman, does he?
True. As it stands, we don't know of any connection.
Oh gosh. But it would be delightfully romantic if they were somehow to have a mutual interest in the waxwork.
What? No, please, no. I don't need this again. I don't need this again.
A woman of society such as myself views everything in terms of relationships, you know?
I don't need this again, please. I've had enough of that. Even if you don't want to.
One might wonder about a possible relationship between the defendant and this coroner woman. Or perhaps between the defendant and the handsome prosecutor just there.
This woman may be more astute than I've been giving her credit for.
If that's the woman's stance, then perhaps demonstrating some connection between the waxwork and Dr. Sith would be enough.
Yes, I agree. As soon as we have, or even a whiff of a connection, she'll be the first to know, and for the love of everything, no! Oh, that is not what I meant. Hold it! What sort of problems?
Listen.
Oh god,
Osman.
I forgot I'm a magician.
You are a magician.
Let's just say that we have run into each other on numerous occasions while I've been performing on the street.
Right, I see.
Obviously, artists such as myself cannot appear on stage, as we work in close proximity to our audiences. So we perform our great magic in parks, on street corners, and the like. But the police use an excuse to make our lives difficult.
Excuse me! Do you have something to say in response to that, Mr. Automole? Can't wait for this.
What are you calling a mass murderer?
Ah, sorry, my mistake. I got confused because I heard you looked like him.
Look at you like the man. Do you want to be looked up, Sonny?
Yes.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Like usual.
What?
Perhaps we could move on. I was really wondering if you had something you wanted to add in response to what juror number 3 just said. And clearly, you do.
Back in my day, back in the good old days, I wasn't like this.
What was it like, sir?
We worked our fingers to the bone to earn the public's trust, we did. And by Jove, we earned it. People respected us back then.
Respected you?
No one would have called a coroner into question in them days. A coroner's report was the hallmark of an investigation done right. Especially when Dr. Courtney Stevens put her name to it. She was the best of the best, and the apple of the force's eye.
Hold it! Hold on a moment. What are you talking about? Who's Courtney Stevens?
Sorry. Got a bit carried away there.
Stevens is Dr. Sith's maiden name.
Her maiden name? So that was before she was married.
Yes, that's
Wait.
how it
Yes, yes,
works.
silly me. It's Sith now, isn't it?
Yes, that's how marriage works, yes.
No. No.
His name's Trevor,
Yeah.
not Stevens.
The
Also,
brothers.
maiden name is before marriage, not after marriage.
That's yes.
Stevens.
One of her names are Trevor.
I'm sure I've seen that name somewhere recently. Wait, really?
Yeah, 9. Yeah, 9.
And I.
Yeah,
It
9.
wouldn't be in profiles.
Masked man.
It's clearly the masked man.
Clearly. Oh my god! Oh my god.
Anyway, the point is, those were the great days of police, not like now.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. But do you think you could change your statement to include that name because it's funny?
Oh, yes, I don't see why not.
It's
Well,
funny.
yeah, it's a
She was
funny
Courtney
name.
Davis back when I knew her, of course. A legendary coroner even then.
Just gonna.
Objection. Who's Courtney?
Who's Courtney?
I can't help but hear Blaze the best when you say Courtney.
But we'll go
Where?
through all of them, I guess. Hold it!
Hold it.
But you
What
claim this
are
whole
you?
instantaneous kinesis demonstration was a trick.
That I did. But there's more than one way to pull a rabbit out of a hat, isn't there?
Sorry?
I grant you, given that this cage appeared from amidst an explosion, there had been no need to use a real person. But if a waxwork had been used, the culprit could at least have had the decency to make it look like the victim.
I'm not sure exactly how much criminals are governed by decency.
Well, the point is, if you're going to make a claim about that waxwork being inside the birdcage, you need to give us some evidence. Without that, it's just not science.
I suppose we should expect nothing less than a logical argument from a fellow of the Royal Society.
The Royal
But
Science.
that perhaps means his mind could be changed if we manage to present suitable evidence.
Uh-huh.
Evidence that the Professor Waxwork was inside that birdcage. Can I produce that or not?
Can you?
I
Can
have
you?
nothing yet.
I have nothing.
Well, I can state quite categorically, sir, that we have no such evidence at the present time.
That much was abundantly clear before that brassy proclamation, I assure you. And why you can count on the fact that I shan't be changing my leaning.
How much you want to bet, sir?
Oh dear.
2 guineas.
You're on.
That proclamation was even brassier than yours, Miss Naruhodo.
Don't worry, sister. I'm gonna get 2 guineas by the end of this. If only we had some evidence, things might be different, though. And we will. We will. Just wait. Hold it! I've got to ask. Why have you brought that corn into court with you?
Well, only your cab is being grown back on the farm. Pickled him off on me.
Colonel.
Colonel Cobb. He's been grown back on the farm. Picked him off on me way into town. He's a proper nibbler, he is.
9, it's okay.
It's a double pun.
I used to call it Colonel 2.
Yeah. I think everyone calls it that until they get corrected. But also, it's
yeah.
a double. It's
Until
a
they
double
play
pun
Metal Gear.
because popcorn kernels.
Metal Gear.
Yes, the nibbling seems to be taking quite a while. Maybe it could wait until after the trial?
Metal Gear.
Ew! I don't like the sound of that. You need kernels at times like these. Whenever I've something big to decide, the kernels always point me in the right direction, see?
You're talking about your cob of corn?
Nibble nobble guilty, bobble nibble not guilty out. Nibble nobble guilty, bobble nibble not guilty out. Nibble nobble guilty, bobble nibble not guilty out.
I agree.
Nibble nobble guilty, bobble nibble guilty out. Perhaps it's akin to fortune telling with flower petals like people do back at home.
But with corn and idiots.
So Professor Harebraine's fate is to be decided by a cob of corn.
Honestly, there's worse fates.
Could you not at least wait until we've had more time to find the truth before deciding on the defendant's guilt?
No.
Ew, I don't know about that. My tummy's awfully full already.
Amazing. Great.
Yeah. Good pun, Cornelius, yeah.
I know it seems a little
Good pun,
far-fetched.
Uh-huh.
Central American cereal plant that yields large grains set in rows on the cob corn. Oh.
Yeah.
Are you
It's just
reading a
Spanish for
Wikipedia entry
corn.
right now?
I know.
It's just the Spanish name for corn.
I know it seems a little far-fetched to think that Waxwork's model of the professor was in that cage. But on the other hand, it explains a lot.
If there really is a reason why that particular waxwork had to be used as Mr. Asmund's double, we must do everything we can to make the jurors understand it.
The truth is, I'm sure that's the key to this, but it's the most puzzling part of it too.
In that case, you should see what additional information you can glean whilst trying to change the jurors' minds. If you can read a book whilst eating a rice cracker, Miss Naruhodo, I'm sure you can do this.
Right. Yes, yeah, sure. I don't know how you knew that, but okay. Anyways, I'm gonna save it. It's funny.
Because it's funny.
Funny. Anyways.
Funny. You're guilty.
No.
Those don't contradict each other.
But what about if it was?
What? You gotta.
What
I
if-
think reading them will
What
tell
if
you.
I change reality?
That
What
is
if?
not what
I-
I meant to do. And to make it faster, I'm just gonna load the save. I'm gonna load the save. I was gonna say, did the music just stop?
Actually,
Hello?
press it.
Again?
Yes,
Did you-
this is
Hey,
a
hold
new
it.
statement. Press it.
She was legendary, was she?
What did you say?
Ah!
That woman is still the best corner of the land. Oh, head of the first investigation team.
Legendary was your description, sir, not mine.
Promise that would never pass my lips. I've never described anybody that way, ever, not if they were still in the game.
I think the point you're trying to make is that Dr. Sith is an extremely talented coroner.
Oh, is the dog confirmed?
Would that be fair?
If it weren't for the fact you're trying to drag that legendary woman's reputation through the mud.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that legendary.
Guys, the guy's house I'm at right now, they have a dog. They came over.
Dog.
Doggo.
A legendary coroner, even then. Use someone without right evidence is proper job, won't have it. Well, this I have to press him for it. I have had my own problems with members of police. I do not trust them much. Okay. Alright, I thought you would fight by the trust of the police because that would be funny. But I guess not.
No. Because that doesn't really contradict Courtney Stevens existing.
Alright, it's not.
Courtney Stevens is a
Utter
contradiction.
nonsense.
I'll give you a hint.
Do better.
Get good.
You give hints.
The
How
man-
many hints do you usually give?
I'm just gonna do this because it's easier to look
I'm
at
going to
them.
give you a hint.
Most trouble, but surely the waxwork man's soul has nothing to do with the court. Wait, isn't it just here?
Here's a hint. Do
Objection, it's
better.
right here.
Hey,
Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
That's wrong.
Gracious! Two statements you refer to, counsel.
So, juror number 2.
No.
gosh, me? What can I do for you? I presume that you heard what juror number 6 said in his statement. It's brought to light the maiden name of the coroner, Dr. Sith, which in turn has revealed a connection that wasn't apparent before. Well, naturally, as a woman of society, I find such connections and relationships irresistible. But oh golly, I'm afraid I fail to see what you mean. Dr. Sith's maiden name is Stevens, and through that name, the coroner is very definitely linked to the waxwork of the killer. The defense has evidence to prove it. Oh my goodness, evidence you say? How utterly appalling!
Counsel, the court cannot overlook that last remark. I very much hope that there is substance to your claim.
Of course, my lord. I would ask the court to look at this. The evidence that clearly links Dr. Sith to the mass murder known as the Professor.
Look at this evidence.
Take that! I have here a certain autopsy report from 10 years ago.
A 10-year-old autopsy report? What relevance does that have?
It is, of course, from the autopsy of the person betrayed in the waxwork, the killer known as the Professor.
What?
Sorry, Van Zeeks, just bear
What?
with it, please.
What?
The professors, but the man was a capital offender, so...
That's right. This is the certification of death that was drawn up after the convict's execution.
He's a capital offender because he invaded the Capitol building.
The identity of the killer was never made public, so the report gives a few details. But what's important is the name of the coroner who wrote it. Courtney Stevens. Oh my! Courtney Stevens?
Who?
It appears that the professor's autopsy was conducted by Dr. Sith 10 years ago. And a few days ago, Mr. Drebber very deliberately stole the waxwork of the professor from Madame Tuspel's. A waxwork that doesn't in fact resemble the victim, Mr. Asman, at all. Do you suppose there's some unsavory relationship between those two events? Absolutely. I'm sure of it. There's no doubt in my mind that the professor's case is at the heart of a link that we have yet to uncover. Between Dr. Courtney Sith and Mr. Enoch Drebber.
Hidden links, mysterious connections, secret relationships.
This is almost extraordinary.
We're surely obligated now to
Guilty.
explore this further.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
no.
That's enough.
Oh,
Meow.
Quite right. We can't let this trial come to an end now.
no, stop.
No, well, this cloud of suspicion hanging over the guard's best corner.
Don't.
It wasn't like this back in my day, but we're still here to uphold justice in the end.
Don't do it.
No.
Oh.
Take that,
This job
Fanzeeks.
This job sucks.
Alright, so now the next one, which is... So wait, I do have
This
evidence?
Hello.
Wait, I do?
Blame.
Yes.
I'm an old man. Blame. You have
Evidence
evidence,
that the
Nine?
Professor Waxwork was inside the birdcage, or in other words, evidence that it was inside the Crystal Tower.
Or other
Oh,
words.
actually, I have something I'd like to see, sir.
Oh. I must warn you that I firmly believe it's only wise to trust men in white coats.
Wow, okay.
So, given your jet black outfit, unlike mine, I don't mind admitting to a sense of trepidation here.
So you don't trust anyone in black. Looking in the mirror must be very trying.
Mega, stop playing the game before.
Yeah, stop, Mega. What are you doing?
I'm
Typical cheater.
sorry.
He's just reading the walkthrough before
Nine.
playing.
You should do a separate compilation of all the times I've guessed random stuff.
I mean, to be fair, I have some too. I did guess it in my bits.
We've all predicted something.
Anyways, I do have evidence that proves the waxwork was inside that birdcage. Namely, take that.
Look at this glass. Oh, what's that? A piece of glass? That was unusually thick for glass.
Look at this piece of glass.
Look at this piece of glass.
Every time it makes me laugh.
Yes, it's a piece of broken glass that we found inside the jacket of the waxwork. So please,
at
please
this
look closer at
broken
this
glass.
glass. As you say, it's not ordinary glass though. It's very thick and clearly made for extra strength, much like the special glass that was developed for the construction of the Crystal Tower.
Look at this crystal tower. The crystal tower. Holy smoke!
Exactly. The centerpiece of the Great Exhibition, where the very incident we're talking about took place. On the day in question, the birdcage fell from above and smashed through a window of that special glass.
From whence this small piece originated. Is that it? Is that
Preci-
it?
Precisely.
Is that it?
So what do you say? Now that clear evidence in support of the assertion has been placed before you.
Well, as I said, I only trust men in white coats as a rule. However, when the reasoning is sound, it's fair to say color shouldn't come into it. I am going to end racism. In light of what you've shown me here, yes, I feel obliged to change my position on the matter.
Wait, on which one?
In that case, drawer number 4, you will amend your statement now, please. Oh, he hasn't changed his feeling just yet.
The presence of that piece of glass leaves me in little doubt that the waxwork was indeed inside that bird cage. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Evidence.
That guy.
Well, someone is asking about evidence, isn't he?
Yeah.
Objection! Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
Good gracious! Good gracious!
If you could put your corn down for a moment, juror number 5.
What?
Nom, nom.
You mean me?
You've pointed out that it's wrong to make an accusation without evidence. But the accusation that the waxwork model was inside the second birdcage on the day in question is not without supporting evidence, as the defense demonstrated to the juror sitting beside you.
Hell, is that right?
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say you didn't follow the argument?
I don't understand much besides colonial, kerbal cob, to be honest.
How do you pronounce your name?
Colonel! Colonel!
Of course you don't.
Aha. If I could interject here.
Please do, sir.
Now that this assertion of yours about the waxwork has been backed up by some solid evidence, it would be wrong of me, as a man of science, not to pursue the matter further.
Then why didn't you? Oh, hi, Picaro.
Not guilty.
Hello,
Hey,
Picaro.
Picaro.
Picaro!
With his
Picaro.
Cash App name. You can pay
Sure is.
Picaro at Picaro $. That's right.
Please,
With this
I'm broke.
If you want to
NFT
donate to
name.
Picaro.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
gotta
actually,
donate
no.
to Picaro.
Picaro
Alright.
only has NFTs. That's how you will be able to get thumbnails on his YouTube videos.
Well, no wonder he
That's
doesn't
my
have
point.
any money.
Exactly. I have no. I'm gonna go homeless in a week. Please, guys.
Yeah, you
I'm-
guys need to donate
literally-
Picaro cryptocurrency and get him some NFTs.
Please.
Yeah,
I'm
but they
actually-
said Safe Moon was safe. It's in the name.
I'm on my knees anyway.
Alright, well, me too then.
Sorry?
Picaro coin.
If this brainy gentleman says he's right, well, then he must be. See? I wouldn't dream of going against Colonial Cobb or anyone who's got stuff in between the
Colonial
ears.
Cobb.
Bam!
She's doing it on purpose now.
Colonel?
Don't worry, I was acting stupid on purpose.
Success. If you can call it that.
Success.
I got a coin.
Thank you, counsel. That will do. As a result of the summation examination, the jury's overall leaning has changed. 2 jurors now called guilty, against 4 who called not guilty.
Not guilty.
Accordingly, the court has failed to reach a consensus at this time, and the trial must continue.
It must continue.
We did it.
Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. Another wonderful victory. Let's go.
This is so stupid.
By the way, mind if I take back Van Zeeks once Courtney takes a stand? Because I don't want Solia having to do Naruhodo, Susato, and her.
Jesus.
What would me switching? What?
Wait, what?
Why
Wait,
would
what?
me switching Zan Zeeks to fix that?
Actually, just keep going, keep going. A waxwork has a
It's like,
despicable
I have to
professor.
make an excuse so that way I take Van Zeek's back. Anything will do.
I need him back. I need.
No, like this might
I
be
don't-
UA, Mega voice and Van Zeeks, and UA's like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I need it.
Waxwork has a despicable professor used as a body double for the victim in this quite extraordinary case. I must say, it's extremely hard to believe the assertion could possibly be true. However, it would appear that it does at least warrant further investigation.
It's the waxwork of the professor that links Mr. Drebber and Dr. Sith. And I'm convinced that there's a special significance to that link.
I don't know what you're hoping to prove, lads. I really don't.
The truth, sir. By using evidence and testimony.
We can prove things. If the court is to delve deeper into this alleged involvement of the waxwork in this case, then the prosecution calls for the owner of the model to be summoned as a witness.
The owner?
Madame Tuspez.
Tuspez, I said Tuspez. Dang it.
I really thought that Lord Van Zeeks would object to this whole line of inquiry.
Tusoda's the real name. In real life.
Yeah, the real life waxwork person,
Tusoda?
Madame Tussauds. Very well, I concur. Make arrangements for Madame Tussauds to appear as a witness with immediate effect.
No. Listen carefully, my learned friend.
Oh, yes?
You should know that you're on the brink of opening Pandora's box.
Sorry.
Court shall now adjourn for 45 minutes. During that time, the prosecution will summon the new witness and prepare her for taking the stand.
Madame Tuspez, yes. I shall see to it at once, my lord.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be voicing her. I can't. I don't think I can switch to
What's the
French
word?
and British.
Become French.
Lozzu.
Lozzu.
Oh, we have
That'd be-
Picaro.
Be continued.
No, I'll
mean-
be a woman.
Oh, let's
You wanna
wait.
be a woman? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
Yo,
Lozzu's gonna be a
Lozzu can
French
be
woman.
woman.
Yo, Lozzu. Lozzu is trans, confirmed.
No.
24th October, 11:53 a.m. The Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber.
Wait, are we gonna keep going?
Wait, are we?
I mean, I don't know.
Lieutenant himself.
It's almost
was a
been
good
3
stopping
hours.
point.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Oh,
That
right.
time
It's
doesn't
10 o'clock.
matter.
I'm in Central Time right now, so it's 9:44 right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, wait, you're not in
What?
Central Time. That's not
Yeah,
Central.
I'm in
that's
Central Time
EST.
now.
Well, it is now. You
I'm in
heard him.
Minnesota right now.
Oh,
It's 9:40.
okay.
That's the reason I couldn't come initially.
My face one is actually 8:44, but anyway.
Yeah, it's 8:44 Central.
Yeah. It's true.
Wait, no. Oh, no. It is 8:44. My bad.
London
Central.
Bridge is falling
My
down.
laptop here. I didn't send it to. I didn't send it to Central. But yeah, it is
You
9:44.
gatekeep, gaslight, girl boss. Honestly.
Well,
But
9?
it is my job.
9?
Yeah.
Should we?
It's been 2 hours, 43 minutes, and counting.
It's been 1 week since it looked at me.
How about this? Let's
Well-
continue until we get back to the trial. So we go through
Right.
this.
Okay.
So I can flex my Holmes voice for a little bit.
Oh, no.
Yo.
And then Mega gets the gun and like, oh no.
Uh-oh.
I just DDoS UA. Oh no, I guess I have to go back to voicing Sherlock. Oh no.
I wonder how that happened.
Oh, well.
Gee, that's bizarre.
The Night Terror himself.
Mr.
Night
Holmes,
Terror.
you're. What? Oh. Have you actually been watching from the gallery, Mr. Holmes?
I've been on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Mr. Holmes, then why on earth did you go next to me at the bench?
Well, because it's more fun that way.
I was asking for you!
I swear.
There's no room on the bench.
I feel like me and UA's interpretation of Sherlock is on point.
Courtroom trials are fascinating affairs, as a spectator at least.
I'm glad you've been enjoying yourself, even though I was suffering for witnessing what the heck was going on with Van Zeeks and Drebber.
What is this?
I have to ask.
Well, wait. I a little bit want Picaro to take this just for him to have something.
Picaro.
Go ahead.
I've been chosen.
You've been chosen. You're the chosen one.
I don't want you to feel left out, Picaro.
Picaro.
I appreciate it, homie. Where? Tell me, where's the direction?
Nerdy.
Science nerd.
Okay,
Absolute nerd.
He's
The
say no
biggest
more.
nerd.
Say no more.
He's Soul Seki. He's Soul Seki version 2.
The nerdiest version.
I have to ask.
Yes.
What on earth is going on? It makes no sense. What is this professor based on about? He doesn't look like any professor I ever met before. Who is he?
Of course.
Professor.
You were in Germany already 10 years ago.
Yes, the professor. When I discovered he was the one who had been abducted, a sense of foreboding stirred within me. But who knew the monster would come knocking at your door? My heartfelt sympathies.
That was a different laugh. Holmes, are you okay?
No.
I have a bit of a cold right now. My apologies.
This place.
Okay, all right.
See,
so
his
far.
voice is feeling better.
Well, anyways, as it turns out, Lord Van Zeeks is even more intimidate.
Intimately.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. English is hard.
Intimately.
Lord Van Zeeks is even more intimately tied to this case than any of us realize, isn't he?
Close enough.
Oh, wait, intimately. Oh my god.
Yeah. Don't worry. Your English, your ESL. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, how true. His great friend from university in the dock.
Now a waxwork of the killer who took his esteemed brother's life makes an appearance too. I imagine even the shrewd Mr. Reaper failed to foresee that kick in the teeth. An extraordinary move on your part, my dear fellow, to throw that in front of the man.
He totally deserved it. What? Nothing. You make it sound deliberate.
I can't help feeling that this professor case is really very puzzling.
Oh yes, in what particular manner?
Well, there's Mr. Drebber, Dr. Sith, and Lord Van Zeeks. It seems that everybody in the trial has a link to the case somehow.
Yes, in fact, I alone am not a member of the set. Though it leaves me an empty set, all alone with no intersections to any other.
Who's this? Is this Gregson?
Excuse me.
Well, Lozzu.
No,
Oh, no!
Oh,
Lozzu! Lozzu anyway!
excuse me.
Dr. Sith? Oh no, I'm dead.
Lozzu's perfect.
Ah, Dr. Courtney Sith, nay Stevens. Good day to you.
Hello, Holmes. That was very shrewd of you.
What in particular, pray?
You requested that 10-year-old autopsy report from Gregson, didn't you?
Why would you assume such a thing?
Because Gregson told me.
Backstabbing son of a...
To think it's been 10 years. 10 years in the laboratory, wielding my scalpel. Bleh. I smell of nothing but corpses and disinfectant.
That's what it smells.
A policeman on the jury had a lot to say about you as it happens, Dr. Seth. And I've accused you of being complicit in what happened. I'm hoping that you'll take the stand and tell the truth about what really happened, and to not kill me.
It certainly won't be possible.
Uh-huh.
Lord Van Seeks won't be summoning me as a witness. Lord Strongheart has forbidden it.
Aha.
Lord Strongheart?
The Pandora's box you were warned about is the Professor case. But please don't make the mistake that thinking you'll get any information about it out of me.
But attempting to hide from the truth. That's cowardice!
I've always fought crime in the way I see fit. I have no regrets. None at all. That's all I came here to say.
Man.
So, good day to you.
I never seen this conversation has no purpose at all until
This whole conversation was literally just to say, by the way, you're stupid.
You're
Bye.
stupid. I
You're
hate you.
stupid. You're stupid.
Go-
You had no
Idiot.
purpose. Goodbye.
No maidens?
Away.
No mate.
No maidens?
She mentioned it too. This Pandora's box. That's all I got from that.
Whatever does it all mean?
There's really no cause for concern. I assure you, when the trial resumes, the meaning will become all too apparent, whether you like it to or not.
Huh? So you know, well, obviously you know about this.
Now then, I believe it's almost time.
No, Holmes, come on. Why can't
omnipotent.
you, like, tell me things?
No.
I must make my way back to the public gallery. The edge of my seat awaits.
Mr. Holmes, can you just be next to me?
No,
Why?
because it's more fun that way.
You like seeing me suffer, don't you?
Yes, I do. By the way, you still haven't, you're still 6 months behind on your attorney tax.
What? 6 months behind on my attorney tax? What?
Yep. What, did you know you were still supposed to, even when you were off the courts, you were still supposed to pay for your attorney tax?
So just existing as an attorney, I have to I'm taxed?
Mm-hmm.
We've been calling about your cause extended warranty.
We're calling about your attorney's extended warranty.
You may be entitled to financial compensation. Just give me your bank info and the funny digits on the back.
The funny.
Quick, and there's no time to lose.
There's no time to lose.
Mr. Holmes, remind me again, why am I staying at your place?
Quick,
Because you have no other option.
Name your favorite social security number.
Your favorite.
What's the death numbers? Like 666
My social security is 69.
Nice.
Wait, 9. If you flip those 6s upside down,
Oh no.
they make 9. It's all connected.
Proceeds to play the Illuminati thing.
I think maybe you're enjoying yourself a little too much, enjoying my suffering apparently, and now turning tax is so stupid.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. One word of warning before I go.
Oh, one word of warning. I'm so
Yes.
gracious to hear what this one warning is.
If, in the course of the trial this afternoon, you perceive even a shadow of doubt about the truth, don't let it out of your sight. Pursue it like a dog with a bone.
What if I don't? What are you gonna do about it?
We'll just have to see about that now, won't we?
Then you will face unforeseen consequences.
Oh no.
Oh!
Just
To
hear
the bitter end, you understand? Do not falter, whatever may come to pass.
Thank you, I guess, for the words of encouragement. I guess if I could call it that, or whatever. Alright, I understand. Thank you, I guess. Enjoy your big show.
Good. I shall make myself scarce then. I purchased a bar of caramel earlier, so I shall be gnawing on that as you know I'm way of the truth.
Yes.
What did that warning from Mr. Holmes really mean, I wonder? Especially the bit about whatever may come to pass. It's time for the final chapter, then. I'm determined to find the truth, no matter what.
Yeah, it's a very good. It's a very good thing that we didn't manage to finish this case off this stream. Yeah, there's still a fair bit more to go.
Yeah.
man.
Maybe one more spin. Maybe.
You will see me again, Ryunosuke. The real me this time.
What?
Indeed, you will.
What?
I can imagine.
I am Van Zeke's alternate. And this will be the last time you see me.
Wait, but you just said this won't be the last time I see you, and now you're saying it's the last time I will see you.
You will see me again, just not as Van Zeke's.
Oh, good, actually. All right. That's...
You'll see me
He's
again.
gilded.
You'll see me in a more familiar form.
No. Wait,
I can
no.
see you, but you can't always see me.
He's the
see
famed
clearly
Ultra
now.
Instinct McGilded.
I was thinking that after she said we're gonna do about it, but just don't say it's the case, and then in the background I hear is Wellby Boy.
No.
Me boy!
No. No! Stay just a memory!
Me boy!
But we burned you. Come on.
Please leave me alone!
You didn't burn hard enough.
Burn hard enough.
You
burn
were
hard, man.
overcooked.
He died with remnants inside him. He's never gonna burn.
He died of ligma.
Who's Mr. McGilded?
I can't believe McGilded died of ligma.
Who's Mr. McGilded?
Well, I know the answer. I know why he never dies. He's William Afton.
McGilded is the man behind the slaughter. Wait, doesn't he wear purple?
Oh my god.
It's more magenta.
Aw. I can fix that.
I can fix him.
There, now he's wearing purple. Now he's the man behind the slaughter.
Oh my god.
Well,
What?
but clearly I'm gonna use this chat command that's gonna show us every one of the links. Aw.
No, I don't have a bot.
That
I know, I should have a bot, but I don't.
it's probably not that hard to set up. It just requires some set or something.
But anyways, y'all should follow every single person at the bottom left. Subscribe, follow, everything. Like their content. Like you have to.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, follow this image.
yeah.
Follow the glorious PNGs you see right now.
Yes, exactly. You gotta follow each of them. If you don't, I will ban you.
If you don't,
Yeah.
then Sherlock Holmes will never tell us the truth.
I think he's already not telling us the truth ever.
I always tell you the truth sometimes.
There you go.
Detectives, I want to lie. I already told you last time.
Yeah, great detectives all tend to lie. So it's like literally. So are we friends? Is that a lie? Like I'm literally questioning everything you now say to me.
Mr. Naruhodo, I would never lie sometimes.
So what you're saying is, we're sometimes friends when it conveniences you.
50% of the time, I'm honest all the time.
What percentage that you are sometimes honest all the time?
50.
50. So 50%.
Semantics, Mr. Naruhodo. What difference does a number make?
You know what? Yeah, you know you're right. Probably
Basically
with the
100, if you think about it.
So 100% of the time you lie?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. But that could also be a lie.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
You
know, Mr. Naruhodo, I don't like talking about math.
That could also be a lie. Maybe you love talking about math.
Mr. Naruhodo, where's your attorney's tax?
Maybe that's a lie. Maybe there is no attorney tax. I literally can just flip everything around what you say.
Why would I lie about the IRS? It's very serious business.
I didn't make the attorney tax. It was Mr. Strongheart, Lord Strongheart.
Yes, it was him. Yes.
Yeah, but guess what? He was kidding. I was there too.
Are you sure about
that? No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He never jokes. He's a very serious
listen,
man.
if I have to pay the attorney tax, so does Van Zeeks.
How do you know he doesn't?
I have people pay it for me.
Van Zeeks, you're not helping my case.
There you go. You know?
By the way, last time I was with him, he tried to drink me. I'm not a fan of that.
Hey, yo.
What?
What?
Hey, yo.
Anyways, Mr. Naruhodo, where's your tax money?
You're 6 months behind, you know.
Mr. Holmes?
All two of you.
Both of you?
Nope.
Maybe there is, as I said. You won't lie, or only view me as a friend when it conveniences you. You tell me to go through the truth. How about you? Speak for yourself.
Sounds like a you problem.
Tell you what, I'll give you until next week to pay your attorney tax, and then we'll talk.
Next week?
Yes,
for
I
6
agree
months?
with my true self.
Holmes, I wasn't able to get in a court.
My client home.
Well, that's the law. That's the law. You have to pay your
That's
attorney tax
not
even when you're
a
divorced.
law. There's no tax.
You have to pay attorney tax.
There's no
You don't
tax.
know what happens when you don't pay it.
I got no
You
money.
forgot to buy. You forgot to buy the weekly Souls Link.
The weekly Souls Link.
Also, I told you I was running low on chalices. I'm gonna need some payment for that.
Oh my gosh, no, not you too, Van Zeeks.
Dark Souls 1, how much is that?
This is your fault.
It's not my fault that you were the one who smashed the chalices. My fingerprints are not on any of those shards.
Listen, I may be a Lovecraftian alternate version of your friend Sherlock Holmes, but even I don't mess with the IRS.
What are you, the Joker?
Yes, you do. What about a detective tax?
Besides, fingerprints are not accepted in court.
That's right. That's right. That was still in work in progress by Dr. Sith. Look. I've witnesses all around the gallery that sees you breaking the chalice. Where's your evidence there, Van Zeeks?
He pays his chalice tax.
There's a chalice tax?
Yes, and I may be rich, but it's getting to me. That's why I need your money, because you are making me break all my chalices.
Then how about instead of blaming me, then stop blaming me for your anger issues and fix your anger issues.
You fix your issues first.
I have no issues. You know what? No, it's everyone else's.
Oh, really? Well, then why
mental
don't you fix your
issue.
dead friend issue?
Because my friend is not dead. He's right in front of me.
Eh,
I see
You can't
that.
prove that.
I
He's
see
All
that.
right. All right. How about this? I can prove that easily. First, put down the cloak, put down the hood, take off the mask, and if I'll go get a picture. Actually, no, I do have a picture of me and him. I can prove that it is him.
Don't tell my apprentice
No,
what
no,
to
no,
do.
no. Little princess.
I see that just like Vazzy just going to a room and then he goes to talks like his therapist and he sees a whole other people in little huddle circle and then he just introduces himself. Hello, my name is Van Seeks. I always wear capes indoors and I break chalices.
I break chalices.
Hey, Van Zeeks.
Hey,
Hi,
Vanzix.
What brings you here today, Mr. Van Space Seeks?
Fan space Zeeks.
But anyways, I'm fine. My friend is right there. I'm okay. There's nothing wrong. Well, okay, maybe there might be a little bit of things wrong, but if I have to pay, because theoretically, if I have to pay for your broken chalices that you broke, then technically I can tax each and every one of you for PTSD damage. I can pay for you, Sherlock Holmes, for lying to me and dealing with it. I can pay for you, Van Zeeks, for always being against me and trying to manipulate whatever.
PTSD tax. Let me guess, you're gonna try to tax Mr. McGilded. I don't think he's gonna pay you back.
Debts will. I could sue a dead man.
Yeah?
I am Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I can make it happen. I could sue a dead man.
You really need to stop saying these stupid things in front of my real self.
The shadow, the true.
And me, the fake self.
I can say
fake
whatever I want. Because apparently, every single one of you can say whatever you want. And apparently use me as your doormat.
I'm so glad I don't prosecute all of Van Zeek's cases. I can't imagine the headache that man must have dealing with you every single day of his life.
It's not every single...
I leave the courtroom drunk every day because of him.
Van Zeeks, you need an intervention, like, soon. That's really bad for you.
You caused my counterpart to have a drinking problem.
Again, why are you blaming me for your own problem? You're just passing the blame onto something else when you should be fixing it yourself.
It's only a problem when I don't have any alcohol.
That sounds like an alcoholism issue.
I'm not human. I don't develop alcoholism.
Hey, ooh.
What?
He's talking about himself, not me.
Yes.
All right, so yes, I'm talking about you, the one with the drinking problem.
We both have drinking problems.
Well, you just said you didn't.
The difference is, for me, it's not a problem because I'm fake.
This is
getting out.
We're explaining this pretty simply. I don't know what's not to get.
Oh, okay, so basically the fake is basically, okay, you possess Van Zeeks, and you're in my head. Okay, great, so you're not in this picture. Okay, leave, thank you. Okay, leave, you're nothing but a burning memory, thank you. I'm glad we got that sorted out. You, actual Van Zeeks, are you okay?
It's gone long enough.
All right, listen, Van Zeeks, we're gonna walk away. I'm gonna sit you down. We're gonna have an intervention about this drinking problem and your anger issues of breaking chalices. Okay?
And imagine all of this is just Naruhodo rambling in the defendant's lobby.
In a padded cell.
This was the 45-minute break.
In the padded cell.
Yeah. Mr. Naruhodo, are you okay? Why do you keep talking to yourself? Mr. Holmes, what do we do?
He's just like
Well,
muttering.
he'd better get his client's now guilty verdict.
He just murder talks like SpongeBob did. Or he just in the corner.
Oh yeah, if they could just fire me, I don't think so. No, I've been waiting for you, Mr. Holmes and Susato-san.
Oh.
Oh,
Waiting for you.
Oh. Oh.
All right, so my bad.
In all seriousness, my laptop battery is getting low.
Yeah, so yeah,
Uh-oh.
we're gonna end. Sorry, funny bit, but now we must end it. Like this stream, all good things must come to an end.
Wait. We got.
Welcome to the
What-
subathon, okay? Every 5
Welcome.
subs is
We do a bit.
50 minutes.
I imagine a bit where Ryunosuke sees 2 Sherlock Holmes. He's like, "Am I seeing double, or am I seeing 4 Sherlocks?" It's like
I'm
from
just
Simpsons.
I'm just impressed at how long this bit went.
Yeah.
We could do
Listen,
long
I'm
bits if
g-
we so
I'm
want
gonna-
to.
Listen, I could go longer. Okay,
We should make
I
a
believe it.
giant. We should just have our own dub with our own like the sprites and everything. And just make
Honestly,
it a
yeah.
storyline.
I've been
Yeah,
trying to help
but
develop
we're gonna need we're gonna need something to do once we're done this game. I don't want this to end.
Yeah, Persona 4 Golden. We have AI design files.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Persona
buy
already
all the
has
Dark
voice
Souls.
acting.
No, not all of it.
Well, not full voice acting, although AI design files does.
Yeah.
Well, we could turn it off.
That's why I should be a solo strum.
So has a lot of dialogue.
Oh, Lozzu's like, I'm gonna be a soloist.
I'm lying. I am a solo artist.
But no, like honestly, I will say I kind of do have a little something, like an idea of what we could do for the greatest return for like one final boom, but I need time to make it happen.
Call me
she's
when
plotting.
it happens. I
I'm
will
plotting.
be there. I will be the first one to respond.
But
Right.
anyways, so
Anyways,
Anyways.
thank you everybody so much for watching. Again, subscribe to everybody in the bottom left. Make sure to do that. It's required. Yes. Next stream will not be, I don't think will be tomorrow because I actually do have somewhere to go. So the next stream instead will be on Sunday at 7 or 8 p.m. EST. So where I do multi-stream between my channel and Will's channel because I am a leecher. Anyways.
Man.
I knew
it. Finally, a real Twitch stream.
It's fine. The first step to knowing you have a problem is admitting you have a problem.
I mean, guys, listen to me. If you had the option of multi-stream to a 30,000 subscriber channel, would you take it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, there we go.
Also, famously, unlike you, I don't have an upload speed.
Yeah.
You also don't upload.
Also,
Which one is
also true. I mean, you're not wrong.
I think we're gonna end it on that bird. So thank you. So until next stream or video, we'll see you all later.
Hey,
Bye
guys.
bye.
Like, comment, subscribe for more.
I'll start uploading again. I swear.
More
Pinky
fans.
promise. Scout's honor.